In an attempt to prepare for this marathon, I watched a lot of Bob Ross, and in one video in particular, he was able to talk about either his grandfather's barn or a barn that he thought his grandfather or a grandfather would make. And part of what fascinated me was not only that he was able to use such great artistic skill, but that he was also able to talk about it pretty eloquently. And what baffled me was that I could put the video away and still imagine the barn perfectly. And I wondered what led to this level of mastery. And I think it's a fusion of both mechanical skill and behavior and attitude and how that's applied. With that in mind, my name is Vince, and I'm here with my great friends Connor, Sterling on Tech, and Brian, who will be taking us through Metroid Fusion. Welcome to Night Crew.
Hi, welcome to Night Crew. This is Metroid Fusion.
So it's a good idea to put like one half of the magnet under your shirt. Here. So what you do? Undo this. This comes off.
Microphone fun right now.
Put
Hope that's
this
enjoyable.
under your shirt and then attach.
We did it live because we're professionals. That's why I know how to put a lapel mic on.
There you go.
You good, Vince? I'm just gonna say
He's mic'd up. Press fart. Hello.
How's it going?
Ah, that's my shirt.
Nice.
Coolio. Thank you.
So as I was saying, welcome to Night Crew.
Welcome to Metroid Fusion.
I'm Brian, and this is the first time I've been properly on camera.
Hey.
So, hi. I'm gonna play Metroid Fusion, and it's gonna be okay.
Can I just say this is my first time appearing on television? No, there isn't time.
Mike is emerged from his cave.
I believe so.
no, it's still muted.
Oh.
Can you unmute it?
Unmute the microphone.
Unmute.
Hi, it's Mike. You may remember me from such greatest hits as I Should Still Be Asleep. Sterling, you made a brilliant schedule, and I think your addition of, suggested sleep time is crucial. You forgot to account for one thing. The human will to not sleep.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
It sounds like you're procrastinating sleep.
Your
I just laid in that bed
Sterling,
for another hour.
your mic
with
is
my
coming
eyes
out of that
closed.
speaker. Is that intentional?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is super intentional.
Okay.
So, welcome to Night Crew. Welcome to Mike Crew.
Welcome to Mike
Mike
Crew.
Crew. Yes.
Micro,
Thank you,
Crowrow.
Butt Spot.
Technically, aren't you all the Mike Crew?
Are we?
Cool, because we're all
Oh
mic'd.
no.
We have microphones.
We are the mic.
Oh no, Samus is having a problem.
Ooh.
And she crashed into the asteroid.
She fell asleep
She
driving her ship because
crashed
she was
her road.
Night Crew.
Do you want to actually address anything that's going on?
No, the cutscene is not important.
Everyone knows
This
how
is-
this goes.
This is the story that I semi-adapted into the Metroid Marathon 4 Twitter story.
Yeah.
So I think canonically we're all the people poking and prodding at Samus's body.
Yes.
And I think we need something else to solve this problem.
That's uncomfortable.
Sarah, do you actually want a synopsis of what's happening in this cutscene? Because, alright, so Samus wiped out all the Metroids on planet SR-388, and the Federation's like, hey, we want to send a research team down there. Go with them, Samus. And Samus is like, sure. And then she got attacked by Lemon Jello, and then she drove her ship away from the space station and then fell asleep and crashed into an asteroid. And the doctors pulled her out and was like, oh no, there's Jello all over her. And we need to inject her with Metroid to get rid of it. And that's kind of the whole thing.
See, the overarching story is actually about eco-terrorism because by destroying all the Metroids, they created an unhinged ecosystem on SR-388 that allowed the X to thrive. So the Galactic Federation really are eco-terrorists.
They're incompetent in basically everything that they try to do.
Apparently, according to Buttspot, we are not playing Metroid Fusion, we are playing Metroid Buttshin.
You're not wrong about Spot. You're usually not wrong about Spot. Yeah, so
Yeah, so it's like Metroid bits stretched over her.
the Jello glued her suit to her body,
Right.
and then the Metroid DNA did that too. I guess I don't know.
Not horrific.
It's
Not,
a little horrific.
not terrifying. It's not. You're right. You're right.
So it turns out that she's heading back to the research lab where they were trying to make these expeditions to SR-388.
Yes.
Because there's radio silence on the station. There was some kind of explosion that knocked out communications. It turns out that there's going to be lime jello all over this station. Just jello coming out of every
lime
ventilation
jello,
shaft.
lemon jello. There's some cherry jello.
Berry
Necromorphs.
jello, just all kinds of jello. Did you say necromorphs?
Just a little bit of blueberry jello.
When are we playing Dead Space at this marathon?
Well, the communication went out on the
Dead
on the
Space
ship.
is very nearly a Metroidvania. It's very close.
Man, Dead Space is a really good game. Dead Space 2 is a really good game. Dead
Yes.
Space 3 is a game.
But your mom hates Dead Space too. That was the whole ad campaign. You guys remember that?
What is? Oh man, that's weird. That definitely looks like one of the giant floating heads, like the asteroid. It's got a little ring around it.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we're done learning about Jello, and we get to actually go shoot it.
Let's go eat some jello, everybody. Can I clear enough of stuff off of this to put my feet up?
The ship has legs.
Yeah, so it can land.
Oh, it's an energy tank. That's
There's
adorable.
been an explosion in the
What
quarantine
is-
bay. Check it out,
What is
Samus.
this?
What, you want to run out and get us all cups of Jello for Infusion?
Oh no!
It's open 24/7.
Cumbies is
It got
open.
chilly in
Walmart's
here.
open till midnight.
I don't.
Go get a lemon Jello packet.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't like jello.
Neither do I.
What? What the heck is the matter with you people? Who doesn't like jello?
Me.
You're not human.
Wow, rude.
I am the cook.
I feel like the cook would be the best to determine whether we should or should not eat jello.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, okay.
Man, I bought this laptop like 6 months ago, and there's already like this weird streak of purple that's burned into the screen, and I don't know how that happened.
Ooh.
It's not big. It's like that big.
It's a Dell.
It's because it's been infused with Metroid.
Now it's full of Jello.
ThinkPad for life.
Dude, I had a ThinkPad
Why don't you have a ThinkPad anymore?
because it's 6 years old and incredibly slow.
You know they make new ThinkPads, right?
They do, but they're also stupidly expensive since Lenovo took over,
Okay, that's fair.
and they got significantly cheaper in quality.
Whoa, what's that?
You know how many ThinkPads I saw at DEF CON? It was
lot.
a
I'm
It was
sure there
so
were
many.
a lot because it's DEF CON, and I'm sure if you bring a laptop that is not a ThinkPad, they will shriek like vampires who are exposed to the sun.
There were some MacBooks.
Samus is uplinking to her ship computer and being like, man, I ate Jello and it was weird.
And the ship computer is like, the baby. No, we already had the baby. The baby's the reason she's alive, baby. Baby.
You guys have been going to Jello before you eat it, right?
They're eating the Jello. I'm sorry, that was probably really loud in the mic. They're eating the Jello.
You're giving Jello to children?
Oh, that's what it was.
The 3D model, or like the pseudo 3D model of that X parasite, always fascinated me in this game.
You know what it definitely reminds me of is the old. I think it was like the 80s or 90s cartoon where they all like went into a Nintendo world and the Power Glove was important. And
Captain and the Game Master?
yes,
Yeah.
because the X Parasite looks a little bit like what that show's Mother Brain looks like.
Mother Brain in that show looks like freaking Moisturize Me from Doctor Who.
And you know who she's voiced by is Audrey 2 from the
Yeah.
movie version of Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah. You're not gonna save? Are we just continuing this trend of not saving the
I'm
damn
not gonna
game?
save right now. I'm also gonna forget where I'm going immediately because I was too busy talking about Doctor Who.
Dr. Whomst.
I can tell you right now. Wrong.
Yeah, no, I know, it's okay.
You were going the right way.
You're going back to the ship.
Yes, yourself.
Ah. Oh well, that's fine.
You started early. Ryan, I will be with you.
This game was my first exposure to Metroid.
Pretty good exposure to Metroid.
Some people would disagree with you.
I think the Foley.
You avoided the save room, but that was where you were meant to go.
It's true.
I think the Foley in this game is really good and doesn't get enough credit.
The what?
The Foley, like the background
Sound design?
The sound
Okay,
design.
yeah.
Sound design in
I
this
thought
game
you
is
said
excellent.
folding. I'm like, what?
The folding in this game is. Oh, do you not know about the folding strands?
What is the folding strat?
You're gonna make me come up with. All right, so it's the folding strat. I think. Chad, help me out. Help me out. What's the folding strat? Help me out. What's the folding strat? Anyway, so
Tell me about the Foley.
Tell me about the rabbits.
There's X-Parasites and there's Metroids. So I really like the Foley sound design in this game, and I don't think it gets enough credit because Samus's jump noise more than in other games sounds kind of gross.
A little
And
bit.
like her suit is squished to her.
Yeah.
What, we have Pop-Tarts?
Holy crap. Are there brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts? Well, that's the only flavor worthwhile. Fruit flavors are... I don't.
Blueberry Pop-Tarts are good.
Because I'm tethered right now. No, like I'm physically tethered to the couch. I can detether myself, I just don't want to.
Anyway, we got missiles, so
I'm
our
very
rate of
comfortable here
chance of
with
survival has
my boys.
climbed to 20%.
No.
Why can't Metroid ball?
I'm very worried about my boys.
The lads. Sometimes.
Speaking of, the Boys is a good show. No! S'mores?
Strawberry, cherry, and
And,
What is
and
wrong
strawberry.
with you people?
The strawberry Pop-Tarts at least have, like, frosting on them, right?
Well, they all do.
Okay.
Well, have you seen the frostingless strawberry ones? Because they're disappointing every time.
What? I didn't know that existed.
that definitely
Same
sounds
with blueberry
sacrilegious.
That does. It sounds like an injustice. It sounds like a war crime.
How was it?
So that actually doesn't sound as
All
terrible
right.
as most.
We actually, I mean, we do have donuts. There were donuts brought.
We have so
where
much
the-
junk food here.
Donuts
it's
are not
horrible.
comparable to unfrosted
No,
Pop-Tarts.
I understand.
Not gonna lie, I could use like a veggie platter here.
Reminder to everybody on stream, drink water. I have not had any all day and I'm developing a killer headache.
That's my glass of water right there that I got just for this here stream. Look at that.
Big eyeball door.
I was
See
gonna
that?
say, there's some fresh fruit in the mini fridge we have back there. There's also some water. Would you like me to get you one?
I would love water.
Listen to the sound that it makes when it shoots its gross eye beam.
Yeah, it
gets
makes
to
like
do
a... Does one of those.
It's
Hey, there's the cherry jello.
right. They
Energy tank.
they sound designed what pink eye feels like. Like it's
Yeah, they did. It's like Metroid. So like, Fusion is the most horror-esque Metroid.
That's why I like it.
I know. Unless you count the part where you fight Nightmare and other enemies. I know. It's still cool. Oh, it's cold. Wonderful. Drink water. Drink water.
I picked up a microphone so that I could be heard on stream, but this is specifically for people in this physical room. If you take a water, there's a whole pallet on top, and you can just replace the one from the fridge with one in the pallet, and then we'll always have a supply of cold water.
This is a PSA. A PSA from me to all the viewers. Drink water.
Just in general.
Just in general. Drink some water right now if you're not.
I'm Bob Drinkwater for the Drinkwater Foundation.
It sure is, and I spilled some on myself.
Nice. Nice. So, I think what is also good and is off-putting is that outside of the sound design of the environment around you, the music is pretty par for the course for a Metroid game. So that's what makes it even more disturbing.
It's also, I mean, you say par for the course, but it is also just that extra little bit of unsettling sometimes.
right.
Especially the dead silence with like tiny bits of ambience whenever the SAX is in the room.
Yeah.
those are the most hair-raising moments in the Metroid series.
But we're all leaving out the big important thing is that you get to fight the greatest enemy Nintendo has ever created, which is a security robot box.
Yes. I love Box.
Angry garbage can with teeth, dude.
It so is. And it fires gigantic pillars of fire at you.
It never really occurred to me until my last playthrough of this game preparing for this marathon, but the box robot looks an awful lot like a Metroid. I'll point it out when we get to it. But it's got the same general shape as a Metroid, and it's got little fangs on the bottom.
Yeah. She's got like legs to walk around with too.
Little leggies.
Don't go in there, that's the cold storage.
That's where they keep all their Ridleys.
That's where they keep all their cold.
Yes.
You guys are making me think about when I worked retail and the fears I would have of getting caught in the fridge. It's not fun. I didn't
Stuck
like
in the
it.
fridge, you mean? Because getting caught in the fridge sounds different. What are you doing in the fridge, Vince?
Eating all the hams.
Vince, put the hams down. You're going ham.
Step away.
Step away from
Oh,
all
it's spooky.
Samus is here.
There's
Wait a
like
sec-
gel eyes.
Her eyes are jello. Her face is
Like
jello.
I don't got time to open this door with an energy beam.
Her
I gotta
body
blow
is
it up.
jello.
So I've got a question. How come Samus, whenever she shot doors with missiles, the doors didn't just blow up? Is Samus just courteous?
Because those are
didn't have-
jello missiles?
She didn't have X
Ah,
powers.
of course.
Yeah.
She wasn't an X-Man yet.
The jello missiles are much more powerful.
I don't think
Because
that
they're bouncy.
I don't
Yeah.
think that the Metroid Blob and the X-Men villain Blob are in the exact same category.
Thank you, Pitch Darklight, for your concern about the hams.
No one moves the blob.
Not the ham. Yeah, right.
Main elevator leading the access shaft has been
Can I have
severely
my
damaged.
my
It'll be
water?
totally
Where's the cup?
unusable for some time,
I
unfortunately,
can't
so
reach
we're going
that.
to have to play the rest of the game.
Brian, can you grab that glass of water for me?
Yeah,
Thank
here
you.
you go.
Thanks.
Something very powerful, certainly not human. Probably Samus.
Boy, it sure looks like Samus.
And now is part Metroid. At this point, is Samus less human than everything else?
Define
mean-
everything else.
Well,
Chozo
And
and Metroid?
I mean, it depends on how much you believe in the Nietzschean idea of the Ubermensch. She is still full human, just with, extra. She's
Look,
achieving,
Lamarck was right.
She's achieving the Nietzschean ideal.
She was raised on a farm in Kansas, and can leap higher than the tallest building. And
No, this all tracks.
No, not that Ubermensch.
are you sure?
Imagine if woman, but more.
Everything. Hey, what is? Hey, what is that? What is? Oh, ooh.
Fine.
I love that because you now have Metroid DNA and can eat X, that thing is basically just spitting out food for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Samus just really full after this adventure?
She is just so full of jello. It's a good thing there's always room for jello. You have too long to go to butt. You guys look tired already. You have too long to go to look tired.
I
I'm
do have
tired
too long to
because
go to
my
bed.
body refuses to let me sleep, which is ironic when you think about it.
Here's the thing, though. I hope you don't mean me, because these are my prime time hours. This is when I am normally awake. You can't just put butts together like that.
Bloodspot's like, try me.
Buttspot is doing his. This gets
Oh,
me every
you
time.
know.
I know it,
you
and it gets
see
me
it.
every time.
You can see it. You know what it is.
You know what it looks like?
What?
Shumagorath.
What?
The little green, gross blob thing.
Yeah. He's
The
gonna take you to the
green apple
Chaos
jello.
Dimension.
We're going this way.
I believe in you, Brian.
I don't.
Oh.
It's more like lime jello.
Did you practice this game beforehand?
I did. But,
Hey.
I've been awake for a long time.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about visual design? I mean, I don't know a lot. people in this room know more than I do, but those caves in the background look like they had little teeth.
They look what?
They look like they have little teeth.
Oh,
That
they're
adds-
very hungry.
That adds to the creepiness of the game. Also, like, where does it lead? Because clearly it's not to where you are. But right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's
very
more cave
interesting.
back
Like
there.
in this, really every game since I think Super Metroid has had interesting backgrounds with things going on,
This-
implying that this is a 3D world that we still just interact with in only 2 dimensions.
Yeah, this was the moment playing the game on my phone where I realized I had to stop because trying to shoot those space pirates with missiles
Oh, yeah.
is the worst.
This is the room that teaches you about ladders.
Yep, all about ladders.
Does it teach you about?
Well, you do have to shoot after you go through the ladders, so.
Does it teach you about keeping, not violating OSHA?
This game is all about OSHA violations, actually.
Yeah,
Sterling, you want to tell them about the Federation OSHA?
The Federosha.
Federosha?
I meant to ask.
So there's a level later where the water's just electrified because all these wires are busted, and that's
Yeah.
when Brian and I a couple years ago during Night Crew discovered the concept of the Federosha. They're terrible at their jobs. They're exactly what they sound like.
The game is now very stuttery.
So I have to ask, what capture device are you using to feed to the stream?
So right now it's the GameCube going through a FrameMeister upscaler
Yep.
into an AverMedia Live Gamer Extreme
Oh.
into the computer and TV.
So you actually have a better capture card than I do. I suggested bringing mine. I just have the Live Gamer Pro 2 or whatever.
No, I believe you. I have literally no idea what to do to fix it.
Have you tried rebooting the whole PC?
The thing is that like the capture card is also feeding to the TV, and the TV we're looking at is buttery smooth.
Yeah.
So I think it has something to do with my PC, but then I look at like the resource usage and it's fine. You're going the wrong way, Brian.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Well, heck.
Yeah, because like the camera for the couch, it's fine. Also,
Yeah.
Yeah. I really do not know.
we want to just stream on that between games.
It might not be a bad
We're gonna
idea.
need to do that eventually because there's this fun there's this fun
Yeah, you
thing
just
that we've
go,
run
yeah,
into
all
in
the way
previous
over that.
marathons where if you're streamed for 48 hours in a row, Twitch is like something must be wrong. We're disconnecting your stream. So instead of just having that happen in the middle of a game, we like to have planned downtime. So we could just toggle things on and off. I can't tell if Adam's laughing at me or something else.
No, he was laughing at Buttspot.
Oh,
It said
Buttspot.
it did butter a bit on cam when it went full butt for Chef Vince.
Buttspot, yes.
You never go full butt.
Buttspot, yes.
Hotspot, thank you. It did butter a bit. Okay.
It did butter a bit.
So yeah, we could
on-
do that. We could also try just disconnecting the capture device and plugging it back in. We could honestly do that right now
That's
if we
what
have
I'm
a good
thinking.
break.
Like, We
But
t-
I'm wondering if in the future we need to just be more draconian and say no, you're not allowed to use a GameCube. Because I'm wondering if the FrameMeister is causing it.
No.
Like nothing makes sense to me.
It was happening with Prime too.
What's happening?
Everything is terrible and no one is happy.
I would.
That's where I'm at right
I mean,
now.
I'm okay with shutting it off for a second, turning it on again. Because it might be better to try that than to continuously have a video that's really choppy like this.
Yeah, I mean
Well,
the worst
don't-
thing
don't
that could
take
happen
that
is
as-
we try
as-
it and it
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
Evidence.
fix it.
It's not that bad.
Okay,
It's-
that's what
it's
I'm saying
better
right
than that.
Wow, Brian, I can't believe you're getting doubles. Or not getting doubles.
Charge
I
beam.
can't believe you're not doing speedrun tech.
I'm
that,
sorry,
like,
I'm not a
10
speedrunner.
people know.
But I did just get the strongest weapon in the game, so.
Yes, you did.
The charged up beam.
What about the wide beam?
The wide beam is also the charge beam.
Well, yeah.
So it's still the strongest weapon in the game.
Okay. I love that they called it the wide beam and not the spacer beam. They just like that confused me so much because I played Fusion first and then went and played Super. I was like, spacer beam. What the heck?
The spacer laser beam.
That's one of the Ginyu Force's ultimate attacks, right?
I believe
Spacer
so.
beam.
No, it's one of those heroes from The Incredibles.
It can shoot through rocks
Spacer Bee.
as long as you do the damage boosting correctly.
I've never known about that. Today I learned.
I know that from watching Joel, aka JRP, who is a former world record holder for this game. I think he's in like second or third place now, and he's actively trying to regain his world record. But man, this game is very RNG heavy.
Is it?
I'm going all the way back to the beginning.
I did not know that.
Well, just consider every single eye door can either shoot you a whole bunch or present its weak point.
Yeah, just show you its
And
butt.
there's like 10 of them in the game. That can add up to a lot of lost time just due to, well, the game decided it wanted to be slow.
The implication that the door's eye is also its butt is another unaccounted for gross factor in this game.
Unexplored territory for grossing outfits.
Please stop.
There's a great gross factor in this game.
That's the Yaokai gross territory. Anyway,
Especially when Nightmare's face starts seeping out of his mask.
nice.
Nightmare's really nasty, and I love him.
Yeah.
What if it was
No,
the
he
same
does love
Nightmare
me,
from
and he
Soul
tries to hug
Calibur?
me every time.
But like, what if the Metroid Nightmare was playable in Soul Calibur?
That
I
would
don't-
be bad.
I don't remember what Metroid
That would-
Nightmare looks like.
That would be like Ivan Ooze being playable in a fighting game.
Yep. I mean,
He is. And he's broken.
I'm not
While
getting on that
we're
train.
in a
but
nav room, I'm gonna try disconnecting and reconnecting parts of the AverMedia, and I will be on hand
I
to
would-
jump over to Tech Desk to fix that.
I would recommend, you guys have like 10 Chrome tabs open? I would recommend closing a bunch of those also.
All of those are necessary.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir.
Well,
Not using Firefox.
Firefox is not better.
Do you want to download Firefox for me?
Firefox is...
The AverMedia is suspended.
Well, that might have something to do with it.
I'm just gonna have some sipping ASMR while you're at it.
Disconnect each part and then plug them up. Alright, this might.
Is it hot?
Pay no attention to the cannon behind the curtain. Do not do that.
Do not hold the mic up to your mouth.
Ah man,
Like whispering like that's fine.
whispering like it's fine.
Yeah.
Do not pick up the mic.
The
Oh,
mic-
because it'll yeah.
the
That's
microphones are
There
meant
were
to
so
like...
many cops, and it was
Oh.
terrible.
Yeah.
It was like a solid 40% louder than anything else going on.
Are
That's
these
awesome.
are these mod mics? Is that...
Yeah, do not touch those.
No touch.
Don't touch.
Sounds good.
Alright, we'll see if that fixes
If you want to touch, I will mute you.
If not,
Okay.
Whispering ASMR is a no, says chat.
I mean...
Wait, pay no attention to the cannon behind the curtain, which I think was the plot of Wind Waker, but I had never played a Zelda game, so.
Actually, that was the plot of Twilight Princess, and
Yeah,
you did
that was
kind of
actually-
vicariously play that
Oh,
one.
I did vicariously.
That didn't really
That was definitely the Twilight Princess plot.
Remember, Sterling, that the
you're welcome for not doing that into the mic.
screen on your left is not representative of what the
Butt
The
Fox at
viewers
least
say.
butts your privacy.
yeah.
What
That one will stutter all it likes. Well, all right.
what there was something in Twilight Princess I really liked. I can't remember what it was.
Was it
Is it
Xant?
is it because you're
What was it?
feeding the computer out to a, it just seems like feeding what is on the computer out to an Elgato that goes into that laptop seems like a bad idea.
I mean, it's just an HDMI out of the
Yeah,
computer.
it's true.
We're out here. And
It's just strange.
So for people who care about the plot of this game, we are currently learning about the sax,
The sax.
which is a Samus made out of Jello.
It's a very funky Samus.
Skibidi-bidi-bidi-doom-ba-dum-boom.
Sex stands for Samus Jello.
Is there a way to join these marathons? Join the Discord server and yell at people that you can play games better than them. That's how I got here.
This is inadvisable. It
I
worked
don't-
once, but
yeah, I don't-
inadvisable.
I don't want to encourage this as the way to get in.
No. Just ask, right?
Some marathons are kind of like open door. I know, for example, one marathon that's sort of an unofficial friend of ours is the Tomb Raider marathon, and they are doing a sort of distributed digital marathon where people submit games and runs that they would like to play, and some amount of those will get selectively played. We are kind of a sort of friends and family invite only type of marathon. So we are looking to grow our team at a sustainable rate, which right now is pretty slow, but it is invite only. So my advice to you would be hang out, be cool, and
Live nearby.
helps. Living nearby does help.
I probably should have said that. I do know most of these people, and I live half an hour away. I know.
I don't think that's true. I think that's.
You've told a fib.
I think you've
You've said a little oopsie.
you have bamboozled the chat so early in the run. Sorry, Sarah.
There is a Kirby-thon.
Yeah.
It is put on by a friend of mine in
It
Zeldathon.
is in the Northeast. We are in Pembroke,
who I know from
Hampshire.
Zeldathon. I think it's happening in early November. I think. There's also a Pokemon Marathon that I
I'm
keep
wrong.
trying to get Vince to
Anyway.
go to. Obviously Zeldathon. Trying to think of other like single game franchise
Doxing being like giving away the
dedicated
exact
marathons.
address?
Yeah, it's probably okay, but
I won't. I'm not going to. Castlevania-thon. We have discussed the idea of doing everything but the Metroid Marathon.
And the group,
I'm sure at least one Castlevania would be involved.
the Twitch group known as the Speed Gamers is doing a Castlevania marathon, I think.
Isn't
Like,
the
upcoming
Lego
6
game
months.
marathon Mini Kit-thon or something like
Mini
that?
Kit Marathon, yeah. That one is interesting because the theme is Lego games, but Lego games are all just like, we took this franchise and made it Lego. So they are still very diverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lego Island.
Yo, if they
was
played
also
Lego
played.
Rock Raiders.
I think they played Lego Rock Band.
The thing is, like, most of the Lego games, the ones that were made in, like, the mid to late 2000s are pretty formulaic. You get, like, Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, and The Hobbit. They all play pretty much the same. It can be difficult. But you go to, like, Marvel superheroes, you get a cool open world. You can just, like, jump off the shield helicarrier and fly around as Iron Man, and that's really fun. I would like to do a Metroid Marathon where we play Hollow Knight. I would be all over that.
yeah, that'd
Oh,
be pretty
man.
cool.
Be everything but the.
I would just get really
Yeah.
depressed.
Maybe
It's a
add Dark
very,
Souls
like,
in there and have Adam and I
somber,
race.
depressing game.
What? What did you say?
Maybe do Dark Souls in there and have Adam and I race through.
Here's the thing. We were just talking during Prime about whether or not you would classify Dark Souls as a Metroidvania.
I would sort of, but it's certainly not primarily a Metroidvania. I'd call it
No.
secondarily a Metroidvania.
Okay. I respect that. That's not a bombable block, you fool.
You know, the game tricked me.
It does.
as is
It
wont
tricks
to
you.
do.
The main thing that we kind of came to, or
Um,
that I came to it.
So all... Yeah, is that Metroid games sort of require the upgrades, the keys, quote unquote, that you get to advance through the game to also augment your ability to play the game and fight stuff in some way. So like the space jump, the wave beam firing through walls, things like that. Which brought me to some like frustrating revelations and discussions. No! When was the last time you saved?
In Sector 1,
Oh God.
I think.
No.
Is it
Wait,
before you did Sector 1?
I don't think you're even in Sector 1. Oh,
I
oh yeah,
have-
you're at the start of Sector 1.
That's
there we
fine.
go.
We got some extra time in the schedule.
Only 10 minutes.
That's fine.
I can talk about Castlevania a little bit to answer the question in chat. I don't have a lot of Castlevania experience. The only Castlevania I think I've played to the end is Order of Ecclesia. And that's a really good one. You should play it if you haven't.
I have played one Castlevania game to completion, Portrait of Ruin.
That's another good one.
Um,
All the 3DS games are really good.
The only Castlevania game I've beaten is Rogue Legacy.
That does not
That
count
doesn't
even a
count.
little bit.
The only Castlevania game I've beaten is Darkest Dungeon, which is both A, a joke, and B, a lie.
So yeah, like I tried to play Symphony of the Night because that's the one that everybody says, oh, you gotta play Symphony, it's the best one. But it's like, I know it probably gets better, but in the first couple hours, I walked down 20 identical hallways that took like 5 minutes each. And it's just like, I'm bored.
That's the one with the music that goes do 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 do
Yeah,
do.
Yeah, that's the one.
That one.
Boodly do do do.
That sounds like. I didn't know you guys were talking about Mega Man.
do 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 do.
No, can't get it.
I've never played a Castlevania game, or I don't think I've played a game that's like Castlevania.
No?
Nope.
You played
Oh,
a little bit of Metroid Prime Hunters, which is not like Castlevania.
I played a chunk of Metroid Prime Hunters, which is, you're right, it's not like Castlevania.
It's an awful lot like Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
Is it like Castlevania 64?
Maybe.
It's a
I've
lot
never
like
played that
it's not like
either.
Superman 64 because that game's bad.
Oh boy,
I've played
lukewarm take here.
I've played Metroid Samus Returns made by the people who made Lords of Shadow, so does that count?
They learned how to make video games.
They did, because Nintendo put them under an iron grip and said, hey, make this game good. And Mercury Steam was like, okay.
How much you paying? Alright.
Okay.
Didn't Mercury Steam propose to Nintendo? They're like, hey, we'd like to remake Metroid Fusion. And Nintendo was like, you're on, but replace Fusion with 2.
Is that what happened?
Apparently.
I don't know the backstory. They just came out at E3 and said, hey, Metroid 2 is getting remade and it's releasing in 2 months. And everybody was like, what?
That was right after the big 4.
Right.
It was also, it released right after our marathon, Metroid Marathon 2. I was like, well, I'm not rescheduling it.
It was like 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
We were out for burgers. This was a while back. We were out for burgers, and I was wearing a shirt that I'll wear later in the weekend, which is a sugar skull that's a Metroid.
Yeah. I love that
And
shit.
the cashier was like, "Hey, you excited for Prime 4? Should be coming out soon." And I just panicked, and I was like, "Yeah, but I've never played a Metroid Prime game." And it turns out that Prime 4 is not coming out soon, at least not to my knowledge. So
They restarted development completely.
So I feel that my panic was maybe not justified, but I'm not going to get asked that question again anytime soon if I wear that shirt. So I feel okay about it.
Yeah.
Vince, are you excited about Metroid Prime 4?
Should be coming out
Should
soon.
be coming out soon.
Do not speak the cursed words.
How do I get the A Christmas Story voiceover in real time?
Gotta talk to
I said the big word. The
Drink
big
Your Ovaltine.
I hate that movie so
A
much.
Christmas Story?
Yes.
Dude, same.
The only good the only good Christmas movie is A Year Without a Santa Claus.
I mean,
Christmas Story.
I'm partial to It's a Wonderful Life, but that's
A
because
Christmas
I'm a
Story
sappy
strikes me
sucker.
the same way as It's a Wonderful Life. Extremely bad movies that got a cult following for no good reason.
What? What?
What? That's what It's a Wonderful Life is. Everybody hated that movie when it came out, and then it got put on public access, and it got shown around Christmas a million friggin' times, and that's why people love it. Because it was free. It was a free-to-license Christmas movie to show around Christmas.
Well, you can make the same argument for Home Alone.
You will not besmirch the name of Home Alone in this house.
Man,
It's not
you're
even my
getting
house.
Heated today.
It's not. You know what? It's not. But
This will find a way to ban you from this marathon.
But
Apparently,
Vince, are
everyone
you-
has the power to ban people from this marathon, except for me, the founder of this marathon.
I definitely cannot ban people.
Vince, are you... Let's address this. Are you asserting that Home Alone is a bad movie?
Well, I'm asserting that it's not as good as everyone thinks it is.
Speak your next words very carefully.
What is it? Choose your words. Choose your next words carefully, Jedi.
I don't care.
Yo, The Muppets Christmas Carol is awesome. Muppets Treasure Island is one of the greatest movies. No, never mind. It's a really good movie, and I like it a lot.
Oh, you messed
Couldn't
up.
back that up.
It's got Tim Curry. That's all you need.
Yeah. So
That's what any movie needs, or any Red Alert game.
Also has Tim Curry, Home Alone 2, so...
I'm going to the one place uncorrupted by capitalism.
Space!
So, first of all, I never talked about Home Alone 2, which I don't remember the plot of. I guess it's like in a hotel.
Yeah, it's sort of. It's in New York.
Yeah, sure.
It's called Lost in New York.
Yeah, sure.
And as the great John Mulaney once said, how does one get lost in New York? It's a grid system.
That's
Yeah,
not
only Manhattan.
all of New York's a grid system, or at least most of it.
I will consider, I will allow...
Hey, Brian, is Troy, New York a grid system?
Actually, yeah.
All of New York
Wait,
City
really?
Yeah.
is a grid system.
Because someone mentioned John Candy, I am tempted to...
Who mentioned John Candy?
John Mulaney,
The
but go
chat.
on.
No, in chat, John Candy was
okay.
mentioned.
John.
I want to raise Planes, Trains, and Automobiles as a Christmas-adjacent movie because I believe it happens around Thanksgiving. But that is a good movie.
It's a Wonderful Life.
No.
Oh, sorry, I won't do that. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nate, you're right. Thank you for bringing us back to the original topic.
I wanna say I do have an opinion that I know is objectively wrong. I like Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Alright. You know what? I haven't seen that movie since I was like 12, and I liked it when I was 12.
There's a cracked wall over there. What does
It's
it do?
it's as campy as
think
it
it's just
comes,
muscles.
and that's why I like it because they literally just said to Jim Carrey,
have bombs yet.
"Hey, do whatever you want," and he did.
Okay, I want unlike opinion of this.
Please.
Nate, I'll unmute the challenge
Oh.
mic for you.
Oh my God, I did this on a touchscreen, Brian.
Great.
Let him play.
Did you beat the
Let
game
him-
on a touchscreen?
No, I didn't.
Alright.
Let him play.
I would make the argument that of the entirety of that movie, Jim Carrey's The Grinch is the only good part of it because that makeup
Oh
is
yeah, no,
astoundingly
the
fantastic.
Who's are awful. Jim
Right.
Carrey's Grinch is great.
Jim Carrey pulls off The Grinch.
Yeah.
He is a 7 out of 10 in a movie that is a 2 out of 10.
Yes.
They just had him tone down the mask.
Yeah,
Mercs
pretty
Bob
much.
says he went to college in Troy, New York. Are we classmates? Or like former classmates?
What year did you graduate?
Co-alumni?
What year did you graduate?
What I'm trying to ask is, did we go to the same school? Because that would
That
be
is true.
very interesting.
Jim Carrey is soon to be the best portrayal of Eggman.
Yeah.
Meow?
Meow.
Should I just link SA2 hits?
No.
Yeah. No, dude, they'll take money away from us. Oh, sorry.
Should I add a Nightbot command to link SA2?
You should.
What is SA2 hit?
Oh goodness.
It's a lot of Sonic Adventure 2 music, except it's all bad acapella.
Oh.
If you want to hear some truly astounding SA2 Sonic Adventure 2 remixes, check out sonicisreal.bandcamp.com. That is all I will say. I repeat,
Okay.
sonicisreal.bandcamp.com.
Mercs Bob, we were classmates.
Didn't you graduate at the same time?
We were classmates. What the heck?
Small
That's
world.
crazy. I also went to RPI, class of 2011.
Amazing.
Small world. It's a ska world.
Oh no.
Dear Metroid Marathon, you were at the same school as me. You didn't know what a Metroid was yet. I saw you across the quad.
All right, I want to bring it back to the subject at hand, kind of. Of the characters in Metroid, who is the one that chills on the quad with the guitar playing bad music?
Samus.
Wow. Oh, absolutely not. No, that's no, definitely no. No.
Guitar for years and hasn't learned a single chord.
Who's Remember Me Anderson from Other M?
Oh,
Is that right?
I forget his name.
I don't
Yeah.
no one remembers him.
Remember me?
Oh shoot, that guy's cool. Anthony.
Anthony
Anthony Higgs.
Anthony Higgs. He's the one who sits on the quad with the guitar.
What generic
that.
college student is the deleter?
What?
Oh,
We don't know. They don't talk about who the deleter is.
I don't
It's
remember
a
who the
dropped
deleter
plot
is.
point. Other M is so bad.
Oh no, we're here already.
I've been pumped up. I'm set up.
We're getting started early.
My voice is cracking. I'm so upset.
The deleter is the one that decides to wear a lanyard.
The deleter
Brian, did you save?
is
Yes, I saved.
the deleter is the one who thinks wearing a trench coat is cool.
Yeah.
So I have a fun story.
About the deleter?
Well, so
About wearing a trench coat?
sort of. The college I went to every year had a big like garage rummage sale at one of the buildings kind of near campus, and everything was super inexpensive. And every year I would see a trench coat that didn't, I'm kind of big, so it didn't quite fit, but it fit well enough. And every year, for probably 3 years, I'd buy one and say, man, it's gonna be so awesome. And then I'd wear it, look at myself in the mirror and be like, I look terrible. And then I'd never wear it. But the issue is that I just continued this cycle. Because this year the trench coat was going to look cool.
This year trench coats are back in, Vince.
Right? It basically was the Disco Isn't Dead, except it was bad, like, thrift store trench coats 3 years in a row. Instead of, I don't know, unironically liking Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I want to loop back around to the concept of Metroidvania progression. The idea that upgrades are meant to help you progress and make you fight better.
And that's why
that's
Banjo-Tooie is a Metroidvania.
Well, yes, but that's also why the door switches in this game are bad.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not going to bother.
Those are just Paper Mario party members.
Yeah, fun fact, everybody, the Banjo-Kazooie games are, in fact, Metroidvanias. And so is Donkey Kong 64.
I was about to say.
Does anyone have to
Walnuts,
play those games?
peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges,
And coconut
guns.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that DK64 holds up super well.
It doesn't,
It absolutely does not.
but neither does Metroid 2. We play that.
Do you,
No,
do you remember
Pokemon-
how incredibly impossible it is to get the Nintendo coin in Donkey Kong 64?
Yeah.
No, because I did not finish Donkey
It's
Kong 64.
completely, I was about to say bananas, but now I gotta commit to that anyways.
It's completely walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells.
It's completely
Absolutely.
bananas.
So you need to beat the original Donkey Kong all
What?
the way through.
What?
With one life.
Huh?
Twice.
Twice.
They have
And the
original
second
Donkey
time
Kong.
it's harder.
They have original Donkey Kong in
And
Donkey Kong 64.
Yes, and if you don't beat the original Donkey Kong twice on a single life,
Yeah.
each time, not a single life across both times, you don't get to fight the final boss and you don't get to beat the game. I have a save file on my N64 cartridge that's stuck on the Nintendo coin.
Here's the thing. My first exposure to Donkey Kong 64 was the Virtual Console release on the Wii U.
Right.
So at that point, it was so dated that I could not even get off the island into the first stage.
That release also has a solid, say it with me, Vince, 8 frames.
Eight frames.
Actually, more than that, though.
8 frames. Reactionary players like Snake Eyes are going to have an issue with Donkey Kong 64. Because there's natively
Oh, look,
8
a
frames of
save
lags
room.
offline. Alright.
Jesus.
I'd like to point out that since we're talking about games within games, I'd like to point out that since we are talking about games within games, I'd like to shout out to the best game with games inside, Original Animal Crossing, which has an entire NES library within it.
It does.
Shout out to Animal Crossing.
And then
Yes!
Animal Crossing Marathon 1.
Smash Brawl thought it would be cool to give you like 8-minute demos of games.
Can
30
we...
seconds of Super Mario Brothers 1.
Yeah.
Sterling has a good story about that.
I guess I do. I used to host parties a whole bunch. And
You never invited me?
this was before I even knew you existed, dude. This was back in
You
high
didn't
school.
invite me?
No. I remember one time, usually at my parties, I find the best way is supply a lot of food and drink and a lot of things for people to do and have like one big central thing that anybody can hop in on the big screen in the center. And so one time it was Smash Brothers, and I kind of left the room for a bit and I came back and everybody was doing the demos and just seeing how far they could get in 30 seconds on Super Mario Brothers 1. And it was a delight to come back to. Everyone was having a blast. I think Matt might have won that.
Can I suggest a...
Please don't die here again. I mean, I know you saved. I know you saved, but
He's gonna kill the big boy.
Can I suggest a donation incentive? Or maybe not?
Well, we
Big
just
boy
got
got
a
Jerry.
Oh! How's it going, dude?
It is not just a red shirt, it is a red apron.
Yeah, it's a red apron that says Free Crocomire, and then the chef's hat also says Free Crocomire.
Why a chef's
We just
hat?
got a $100 donation from Wojo Jojo.
Wow.
Thank you so much,
Jojo.
Craig. Appreciate you tuning in.
Thank you
Appreciate you
very much.
donating.
Thank you very much.
Did he
super
happen to
appreciate
offer an adjective?
He
for the
did not.
Mad Lib?
Craig, if you would like, you may donate this money toward any pizza topping of your choice that we have available for the Slench.
Just not onions.
No onions.
It was my donation incentive suggestion was going to be a live reading of the history of boxing. From
Can we have a live reading of Daigo's book?
no, because that'd be helpful.
Oh.
Wait, so how do wheel spins work? Not yet, Bryce.
Not
Just
here.
one wheel spin.
Yeah, just one wheel spin.
Diego
All right, one spin of the wheel.
What's gonna come out?
What wheel is
What's
spinning?
gonna come out? When it finishes spinning, we're gonna find out.
Hey man, how's it going?
The Samus.
Spin the Samus, celebrate the morph ball.
Celebrate the more ball, spin the sandwich.
If there are Samus plushies still around, you can pick those up and spin them. Vince or
There's a tiny knitted Metroid here.
This is a weird,
counts.
unfamiliar experience for me because Night Crew never
I
gets
just-
donations.
If I just spin this Metroid.
Crocomire is an enemy from Metroid.
enemy
Super
is
Metroid.
a strong word.
Crocomire is a friend that gets subjugated and killed in the Metroid games.
Crocomire is a friend who did nothing wrong.
Yeah, and I mean, you just show up and is like a lot of things in Metroid are actively aggressive against you, and Crocomire is not. You just kind of show up in his house and throw him in lava and kill him when he's just trying to sleep.
Yeah, he just walks
Yeah,
at you.
he walks like back because he's afraid of you, but he's posed as a boss. So Crocomire did nothing wrong. Hence, we are trying to free Crocomire, as it were. It is not free like I am in
So
Third Strike.
why a chef's hat?
Because out of the roles that we assigned ourselves on the coach,
Oh yeah.
the ship roles.
Yeah, I think you defaulted to a research doctor.
In there?
Yes, I don't believe I was given any.
You're a research doctor. That's an important role.
I understand.
That definitely is not just default.
Gross eye. Look at it.
Nate, did you ask what your
Cherry
role
Jello,
was?
though.
I can look it up.
I mean,
I am
thought that
Master
was
Chief
Vince.
Petty Officer because you know it's a really good video game franchise? Halo.
Hashtag Halo Marathon 1.
look at him. Look at that is
When they all release on
disgusting.
PC.
Oh, I'm actually super stoked for Halo release on PC.
Me too. I'm very much looking forward to that. I've never finished. Oh no, I finished the story of Halo 1. Didn't finish 2. Came really close to finishing Reach.
Nate and I actually used to play through the co-op a whole bunch, and also mess around the level editor in Halo 3 a ton.
What is the? That looks like a ghost form evolution of like coral, or whatever the coral Pokemon is.
Well, like Lily.
It's very small now.
Oh yeah, this is another very
Corsola.
RNG heavy
Corsola?
boss in
It looks like
speedruns.
a ghost evolution of it.
What are you doing?
He's hanging out, dude.
No, I like wall jumped.
Let him live. Let him live.
I'm doing a bad job, is what I'm doing.
Corsola, probably.
There you go. You did it. This is for the high jump boots.
High jump and ball jump.
I do
Yeah,
have some
spring
ghost
ball.
Pokemon friends with me that I can bring in at a later time. I mean, they're in my bag, but. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh, wait. Oh.
They keep changing the name of abilities. Spacer Beam became Wide Beam, Spring Ball, Jump Ball.
Why
What's
did they
next?
ever get rid of Maru Mari anyway?
Arrow 3 became a Flatus
Moth,
Solace.
you weren't invited to my marathon. I ban you.
Mari?
That was the original.
By
Morph
my
Ball name.
power as
Oh, yeah.
Chief Petty Officer.
I mean, it was
Or
then
Chief-
called the Morphing
Master Chief
Ball,
Petty
now it's the
Officer, I
Morph
ban
Ball.
you.
Yeah.
I know how hard to ban anyone.
No,
Mike, who are you banning?
the Moth.
Yeah, we
The
got
Moth
a
is a
lot
really
of
good
moths in here
podcast.
because someone thought it was a great idea to open the one window without a screen in it.
I didn't
Well,
know.
look. To be fair,
I
he
didn't know.
also opened the other
To be
windows
fair.
which do have screens in them.
As if this absolves you.
Two out of 3. Right?
I'm sorry. 1 out of 3 failures ain't bad.
Yeah.
Isn't that just also what 2 out of 3 ain't bad means?
Now don't
Look, you.
be sad,
No one asked you, Cook.
'cause 2 out of 3
Uh-oh, it's
ain't
spooky
bad.
time.
Oh,
It's Jello Samus.
hey, wait a minute. They stole this from Undertale.
Hey, wait a minute.
I haven't played Undertale yet. Should
No,
I
they
play
stole this from
Undertale?
Hollow Knight.
Yeah, you should play it.
They stole this whole thing from Hollow Knight with the the Nosk.
Where's the really sad part about where you learn who Samus's dad is?
Wait, Samus has a dad.
Yes.
I mean, the Chozo.
I need to get up for a minute to go to the bathroom. Can you mute me?
I have a thing to say about that. Did you know that in the written Metroid manga, it is discussed that the father and mother of Samus are eaten by Ridley?
Uh-huh.
And and in the description Ridley gives, whenever he eats something, they become a part of him. So
That's how food works.
Yes. No, but like their genetic composition becomes a part of his.
Yeah, it's his
Like,
devil fruit power.
Yeah. So, in no uncertain terms, Ridley is Samus's father.
I hate.
And also, like, a lot of other people, though.
And-
So, like,
yeah,
how
and
much does
mother.
that matter?
Psychologically, everything.
Like right before she dealt with the killing blow.
We are getting dangerously
Do not-
close to Ko the Face Stealer territory.
Do not speak the cursed words.
Which ones are the cursed words?
All of them.
Okay. Do not speak. Silence, brand.
So really, all of these times that Samus has been fighting Ridley,
Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
Samus fighting her
He's on the mic.
Okay.
Nate, you are the one who is speaking the cursed words.
It's okay, dude. If he goes over the mic, we'll have to verify what he says first.
You have the power to mute him.
No, it's Nate.
So, actually, shout-outs to Nate, because as much as Nate is saying cursed words, Nate made this fantastic banner that we actually have behind the couch. You can see that Mike is gesturing to, which shows all of these lovely Metroid friends, including the Doofy Bug, fan favorite. And by fan
Really?
favorite, I mean our favorite.
Our favorite. Yeah.
Our favorite.
We're fans.
Shows up in
We are-
exactly one game.
It's
I'm
the
gonna
best.
kill him real quick.
Best character. Yeah, so if you would like to win that marathon, or win this marathon banner signed by the whole crew, we're actually doing a giveaway for that. So
I didn't.
you may sign up for that. It's from the Gleam, right? Is
Yeah,
it
if
Nightbot
you
command for
do
that?
in chat bang gleam,
Ah,
I
There
can probably
we
make an
go.
alias for that, like bang giveaway. One of the Chrome tabs is Nightbot. If you want to learn how that works,
So, Samus's. Oh, that's not. But the main character of this game, when her idle animation, or I guess pose, when she's going up or down an elevator, she's got those big pauldron World of Warcraft shoulders, and so it always looks like she's like hunched up. And
maybe you should save.
I just think she's like. She just looks upsetty spaghetti whenever she's in an elevator.
Sector 4 isn't that hard.
Yeah, Sector 2 isn't that hard either.
Well, you know, do you want to play the game?
Yeah.
What?
Look,
Let Brian
I'm gonna be
live.
honest. Do you know why I started this marathon? One was to put good into the world and donate to charitable organizations. The other is because I like Metroid games.
And the other was to make your friends feel bad?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Let him live.
Brian, you're doing a great job.
Return the slab.
hey, Mike, you sure you're gonna be good for zero mission here in about an hour?
I'm gonna be great. Oh, that's what that feels like. Oh, that's not a good feeling.
What are these things?
Crabs?
Crabs.
Oh man, that's a loose phrase.
Crab battle.
Crabs.
Good job, you found it.
Yo, the crab emoji is back. Thank goodness. Crablet. I guess that's not crablets, but you know what I mean. Oh, we're in the OSHA zone.
That is a really cool Samus helmet perler.
I think I got it at like.
Crabs.
You got it at Crabs.
Stop it. I got it at Crabs East.
Crabs are us.
It would have been at a fighting event.
Was it they were selling a bunch of Prolos at NEC.
Yeah, no, those guys are actually like.
Oh, this is the room that is a trick, isn't it?
It might have been at my
Yeah, there's a hole right above the ladder that you can just crawl into.
Hey, Crime Alley, I'm going to ECT. You should come too if you can. But if
What
you
did you
can't,
just step on? Okay. Okay.
There's a USPS package here too.
can we?
Yeah, that's one of the prize packs. You can pull the stuff out and be like, look at all the stuff you can win.
Bubble wrap.
Look at all the crushed stuff.
Look at all the broken stuff you can win. Once you get your microphone back on, you can tell the people.
Tell the people.
Fake wall to your left.
Everything you own in a wall to the left.
Thank you.
Why, yes, I do memorize every Zelda.
What do you mean you're at?
I do memorize.
We heard it.
Why are you buying clothes at Crab?
Can't finish the rest of that quote.
Yeah, I'm good. Hi everybody, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hi, back. I'm back.
Oh dear lord.
I had to come back from the downside of hydration.
Oh.
The shadow.
The one downside.
Wait,
of
I don't
hydration.
get it. Could you explain it to me?
I had to pee.
Oh!
Would anyone else like a
It's not
Reese's
true.
cup?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna. I was ready
Thank
for
you.
it to just. I don't know what was gonna happen.
See, I don't miss my tech shots.
Oh no, it's Saris. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's a big skull.
Anyone else?
No,
Peanut butter cup?
not since the war.
So what is in this prize pack? I am curious. Ooh, there's a CD in here. Bit Brigade presents Metroid. It looks like
Brigade made Metroid.
Several times.
it looks like a bunch of songs from Metroid.
Is it Fusion?
No. It appears to be mostly. What is this?
So,
I'm using
Bit
Chump
Brigade-
Strats for Saris.
oh wow. So Bit Brigade is a metal band whose whole shtick is they are a guitar, a bass guitar, a drummer, and a heavy air quotes vocalist who in fact just grabs an NES controller and plays some NES game while they play the soundtrack behind him.
I see.
So they play Metroid tracks while their game player plays Metroid. But
Okay.
because Metroid only has like 4 tracks, they also throw in a bunch of tracks from Super Metroid
Yeah.
and one from Metroid 2.
There's a SR388 is here.
I don't think there's any from Prime or later.
It does not look like it. There are 23 tracks here.
And it is a banging metal album. I really enjoy it. Their shows are something
I
else.
believe you. And we have here what looks like a tea blend, because that is the name of this. The name of this marathon is Metroid Marathon IV Infusion.
Metroid Marathon 4. We like tea.
There is in fact tea in here.
Yeah, don't open it up. But unless it's already
opened
open.
I opened it just enough to see. It just slides open. Yeah. But yeah, that's neat. And I've seen a few of these now. What are they?
They're fidget spinners.
They're 3D printed fidget spinners in the shape of Metroids, and you can just sort of. Okay.
You can actually, if you get it from one of the sides, like you can just spin it with another finger.
Yeah.
It's good.
It spins. It's a cute little Metroid. Who printed these?
That would be Mojo and Doug's co-brother, Pikafu.
Co-brother.
Very nice.
Well, he is brother to both of them.
So this is one of the prize packages you could win, as I understand.
That is why they call
so
them prize packs.
we've got 5 prize packs. One grand prize will include the Hunter
An all-expense paid
cross
trip
stitch
to
here,
SR388's
which is a lot
ruins.
heavier than I want to try and handle with one hand. The second place prize will be a prize pack with the banner, and then we've got 3 runner-up prizes, which are the contents of the prize pack.
I see.
And all those can be yours through the Gleam giveaway. The Gleam giveaway, there's no purchase necessary. It's not based on donations. That's just based on you checking out our website and sharing it on Twitter and checking out our Twitch stream and sharing that with people and so on. And that's just the idea of the power of getting other people to watch this marathon. you might have $10 to donate, and you know what? That's super awesome. We love your $10. But you also have friends
Rich
and
friends.
relatives
Well,
and coworkers
I mean, we assume you have.
who may also have $10. And so if you tell them about it and they come by and they decide that this is a worthy cause, you helped raise that $10.
If you tell 5 people and those 5 people tell 5 more people,
Then
Then
it's a
eventually
pyramid
What I'm
everyone
saying
on
is this
Earth
is a
will be
pyramid.
watching Metroid Marathon.
Now,
after about 13 cycles, yes.
And we want to incentivize that. So that's why we do this.
now you don't have to go to that networking training that you've been procrastinating.
We just explained networking to you. You're welcome.
One of the running up prizes is also the baby. So
The baby?
the baby.
The baby.
What?
The baby?
The babe with the power?
The baby.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
Who do?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the babe.
Fair. So,
Very
Yeah, I'm
glad.
good for Zero Mission. I'm on top of my game right now. Sarah is 3
have-
feet off camera and micless, but can confirm that our tea blend is good.
We have an endorsement. Oh, this is where the Federosha is really having a heart attack, right?
Yeah.
I actually don't think they care. I think it's really just like they pay lip service
Well,
to.
I mean, you do find out that they are, in fact, corrupt warmongers reproducing Metroids.
You
Spoilers.
also find this
Wow,
out in Other M,
spoilers,
which
geez.
is why Other M is a bad game.
Hey, what? Who? All right.
Who did this?
Well, what I'm wondering is, why are the Federosha here at all if there's no one to pay lip service to in the upper echelon? Is what I'm saying making sense? Like, why?
No.
Really, why does it matter?
I don't remember what's down here, but I don't think. Yeah, you definitely
not
don't
that.
have to be down here.
I'm also afraid of the size of those wires.
It's a lot of electricity that needs to go through this.
Yeah.
It's like Don Bluth. Don Bluth wires. I think there are
That's why
secondary
Adam
effects.
works for OSHA.
OSHA or Federosha?
Yes.
I would describe.
Oh, yeah. It's foot to tuck. It's just a kill switch attached to 2. It's better to push to talk.
Man,
Imagine having to hold your foot down at all times.
I'm so got a real Phantom of the Opera vibe with the whole setup and then the push to talk pedal.
Yeah. A level 4 lock.
Hot take. I don't actually like Phantom of the Opera that much.
It's all right.
Oh no, we're going into the fire zone.
Anyway, to answer your question, I can't tell you what organization I work for, but it does start with Feder and ends with Shaw.
I'm not feeling clever enough to come up with an alternate
me
to
either.
Federosha.
All
Look,
right.
she
time to go to
just
hot
looks
zone.
mad in the elevator. The only downtime, and she's upset about it.
Hey look, going to the hot zone to heat yourself with like an actual reason for doing it, and not just Adam told you to.
What?
In Other M, you have your various suit, but you don't use it because Adam tells you not to.
Well, he doesn't tell you that you should use it.
Right. But go burn yourself anyway.
Yeah.
Stupid. What?
God, Connor.
You ever think about how, like, one of the few friends Samus has is a moth?
Oh, the Luminoth?
Yeah.
From Metroid Prime.
The Luminoth who's, like, either 6 feet tall or 11 feet tall.
He is enormous.
Luminoth are big boys.
Luminoth are big boys. Samus in the power suit is something like 6'2", 6'3", and this Luminoth has to kneel down to be at eye level with her, like a child. Okay there, Samus. Are you ready to go fix Aether?
The Luminoth is also like really old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't spoil things for Matt's run.
They're like an ancient civilization of totally not Chozo.
But it's weird to
friends with
measure
the
their
Chozo.
age because all their logs and stuff are in like cycles and decacycles, and I don't know if that means a year or a month.
I believe
or
it means a
day.
year.
So a cycle is actually a day.
Is it
I can't
like
stop-
a rotation of the planet?
This is a fresh body. It's been dead for less than 2 cycles.
I can't stop thinking about the phrase dodecacycle.
Decacycle.
Ikarusa cycle.
Oh, there's a thing here. There's a thing here. I don't
There's
know
a
where it is, but there's a
Thingy
thing
behind-
here.
Thingy behind that door.
Right, where's the thing?
Well, it's supposed to be there.
The moth almost attacked me.
You did this.
Is unhappy with the situation.
You did this to yourself.
I did.
Well, it's like, how
Oh
do
my
I
God.
leave?
Green egg.
Green egg.
Or ham?
Security room.
No ham, just
Oh.
green egg.
Oh.
Please help us make the worst pizza in the world.
So,
Help
Like
us
I-
make the worst pizza in the world a little better.
I guess that I understand that it's a visual decision, but also I don't think there's any actual way to operate that like pod computer touchscreen thing.
Samus operates it using gun.
You hug it.
Wait, don't you need the speed boost to break through that wall?
Yes, but you have to defeat all the monsters first because they're in your way.
Theoretically, we are still doing this Mad Lib. I think the last I checked, it had 1 word assigned to it.
Yes, it does. Please donate to
We are
add
still
more
looking
words
for-
to this Mad Lib.
Another adjective.
There's 8 adjectives left to fill for this Mad Lib.
Elvis, this is your Mad Lib book. Do you want to take charge of that?
Yeah, sure.
Connor the Mad Lib Master.
What?
I sure am.
What the heck is that?
It's a little
it's the
grabby
chest
guy.
it's the chest burster but bigger.
The chest it's bursting is the space station.
Right. So for this Mad Lib we have an adjective, a plural noun, an adjective, a noun, a plural noun, an adjective, a person in room male, adjective, noun, plural noun, and then 3 adjectives.
A new car?
And a new car. So if you
Forget it's
donate
a speed
something,
boost.
you can fill in one of those blanks or more than one of those blanks. It's up to you. But yes, all we have so far is the first adjective, which is yellow.
What? They look like hands. They look like Muppets gone wrong.
Say that, but a little more melody.
They look like hands. They look like Muppets gone wrong.
They look like Muppets gone wrong.
They
Muppets
look
gone
like
wrong.
Muppets gone wrong.
I definitely,
Hello, Bob.
I definitely
We got
have
Bob.
at least one like sea shanty prepared.
Is it box time?
It's not quite box time. We're getting there. Though.
We're approaching box time.
Once Brian gets the super missile, then it's
Box time. We will be approaching box time.
What's box? Or box bot?
Box butt.
That's in Nebraska.
Why? So it's hot, and it looks like there's sand in the background.
There
Yeah.
is.
They built a desert in this
They did.
space station.
There's a lot to take. There are cacti. There's a lot to take in.
It's the what is it?
I think
Biology something lab?
Biologic Space Labs.
Biologic Space Labs.
Yeah, BSL.
It's for simulation of environments in space
For some reason.
for some reason.
They're going to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by being a planet with one biome.
Space.
No, Brian, I saw you try and skip it, and no, you can't.
I know that you can. I just thought it'd be fun to try. Just to see. I wanted to fill in the little map square. You never just want to fill in a square on the map?
I always want to
I
fill in
know.
a square on the map.
But the square was empty on the map now.
Speaking of filling in squares on the map,
No, I do want to be in here first.
super quick side point of me being in the Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO, and finding out there were areas of a map that was like 2 years old that I had never explored. despite having beaten that section of the game long ago. So yeah, I understand the wanting to find. Yeah, I hadn't. Whatever the first place you get in Heavensward, not Ishgard, but that other place, I just hadn't gone to parts of the map. I was like, huh, that's weird.
This is another one of those things where having Fusion be your first Metroid experience makes playing other Metroids a little strange. The Super Missile is just an upgrade to your missiles. But in other Metroid games, the Super Missile is a completely different set of ammo, and that confused me for a while. Box time.
Yeah.
Mad.
It's Box.
Hi, Box.
Look at it. Ooh.
Yeah, I see what you mean now about him looking like a Metroid a little bit.
He undulates. Something. Look at how he pops and locks against his will.
Watch him
That was
really
pretty good.
Got him. Okay, I got a few questions. I guess one of the big ones is why does the security robot fire pillars?
Because he can.
How else
For
are you- how else are you gonna
security.
secure the
That's
area?
that's definitely not
What
secure.
what you really want to know is why does the security robot have a brain?
Yeah, also that.
Asking the real questions.
Also a good point. It
Wow.
just feels like
I
was a
remember that
flawless
fight being a
fight,
lot
Brian.
harder.
got him.
Xbox is harder.
Right. Xbox One or 360?
Either. Both.
It's because he like jumps higher, isn't it?
He jumps higher and he shoots missiles.
Yeah. So he can like knock you off.
Yeah.
That was what I was thinking. Like, why aren't you being knocked off by him jumping?
Got one.
Why program an AI where you just throw a brain in a robot? That's a good question. Ethics.
Ethics.
Just one
The
suggestion.
Federation has none.
Oh yeah, we've been over this. I forget sometimes.
Feder OSHA should be a very good example of them not having ethics.
No, I'm not gonna get that missile up there.
It's just a
All you have to
missile.
do is double jump. All you have to do is.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I always forget about that.
That-
That's the dumbest part of Super Met.
That makes no
of
sense.
Fusion. That happens twice, and it's so dumb.
Oh, that's
All right,
worth it.
So yeah, actually worth it.
If you could replace your body with a robot body and just put your brain in it, would you?
Yes.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah, but also yes.
Would I?
Only if I was old and frail.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Your brain would still be old and frail, though.
That is true. Your brain would probably still degenerate.
You know what's scarier than a person with dementia? A robot with dementia.
Oh no.
Man, a brain in a jar with dementia as a D&D NPC would be wild. Anyway, I have a biomech tattoo on my leg, so I'm trying to be robot
Hey,
in
Adam.
like a cool way.
So you want to go on the whole Uber
Hey,
thing
Tech,
again?
Adam.
Do we?
Is this
Do
microphone
we want to
muted?
talk about the Ubermensch? About how
Okay, good.
Samus is not less human as a result of being infused with Metroid DNA, but in fact more?
Do androids dream of electric beat? Hey nerds. Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Hi, Dynamation.
hi, we're being raided by Dynamation.
Whoa,
the party
what's
of
up,
three.
Dynamation?
Thank you.
Welcome, Raiders. To
Of the
Zebus.
Lost Ark.
A chicken tender.
Raiders of the Lost Coaster. Yeah, that hurt.
Maybe you should get your shoulders massaged.
Uh-oh.
Sterling, I don't think
Uh-oh.
you're just.
The
I just
computer's
don't think
talking
you're that
to
good at
Spooky
massages.
Federation, man.
There was no give. It was like trying to massage a rock.
The Black Eagles plot of Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Like a rock. Oh, like a rock.
He's a brick house.
Is this Yoshi?
I'm a brick.
Is this Yoshi?
Well, I pay my taxes.
At least like generally massage.
So this This is Metroid Marathon. We are playing every canonical Metroid game.
This room has become complete
and some
chaos.
non-canonical Metroid games.
Some that make the timeline weird.
Some that make the timeline weird, and some that are Nintendo Land Metroid Blast.
Oh, we
And
do
while
that?
doing so, we are raising money for Extra Life. I said this a couple times. It's worth repeating. Extra Life is the fundraising, the gaming fundraising side of the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, which is a network of hospitals all around North America that have very high standards for how they treat children.
Hey, look, it's the
and
blueberry
keep them
jello.
comfortable and entertained and happy while they are recovering from illness or being treated for illness. So we really like them. We've supported them all 4 years of our existence. We're very proud to support them again this year. Any donations that you feel willing and able to make go completely 100% directly to Extra Life. We don't touch a penny of it. We don't get paid. Seriously, I lose money on this gig every year. It's worth it. I have a great time, but just want to make sure it's clear. You're not paying me. You're paying children in hospitals.
You're paying children to be sick.
To be not sick. You're like, hey, kid, stop being sick. If I give you $50, will you not be sick anymore? And on a very small scale, that's how that works.
But if you donate, there are also additional things that happen, like you get to put toppings on a pizza or fill in a Mad Lib.
Yeah, we are kind of we're desperately looking for adjectives.
Please,
We're not addicted. We really need some adjectives right now.
really just need a fix.
Ah!
Ah! Jello!
This section is actually particularly well designed in that, for the most part, it only puts the big X in the places you're not supposed to go. So
Yeah.
it like uses fear to quietly nudge you along the right path. Although
Right.
now you've done it.
Now you've done it. Oh no. This is like the
I
stealth
got it anyway.
the stealth section in Zero Mission, but done better.
Spoilers.
Are
What do
we
you mean
still?
done better?
Are we still in the bio science?
Yes.
Yes.
This-
This entire game takes place in the biologic research lab or space lab.
Space Lab.
The Biologic
We are now
Space
in
Labs
the-
research facility.
We are now in the nocturnal section
Yes.
of the research lab.
There are 6 sections. There's the first one, which is just mimicking SR388. The second one, which is a forest. The third one, which is fire. The fourth one, which is water. The fifth one is ice, and the sixth one is nighttime. Because
yes, night, the other
nighttime-
biome.
Yeah, hey Connor, what's the next word you need again? Because I'll just repost the list that we have.
We haven't filled anything that list says, so just post it. That exact list is still everything we need.
Those are definitely the greats from.
Does that sound mean we just got a donation? Hey,
Woo. We take this.
what's he say?
It's the sax.
So
The sax is
that
here.
was from Dino, $2.25. Best adjective is palindromical.
Palindromical.
I think technically the right word would be palindromatic, but
Maybe palindromic.
Stop being so palindromatic.
yeah, they get palindromical.
They do. Even though
You paid for the
That
whole word,
may
but
not-
you're only gonna need the edge.
that
Oh.
may not be a real word.
We're only going to pronounce "ul." Thank you very much, Dino. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for the donation.
Dino, I
and
hope
thank
you're
you for
doing well.
finally filling in a word in this, 23 space long Mad Lib that I have chosen.
I know
It's gonna
that.
be the most anticlimactic.
I like.
Yes. Yes, the next thing we need is, in fact, a plural noun. I would prefer real words.
Alright, I just reposted the list, so hopefully this will get people to, kind of participate. As a reminder, for every dollar you have, you get to fill in one of these words.
So I know that the enemies are made bigger so you can see them and stuff, and it has to be a little bit to scale. But those giant pink and green maggots are gross. They're up to Samus's knees or waist sometimes.
Thank you for the host.
They're huge, dude.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Just shoot a super missile, it'll break. You fool. Bad speed run.
It's not. But. Wait.
But.
It's not a speed run, it's a fast walk.
It's
What?
Oh yeah,
I'm
this
getting-
is just the big X.
I'm getting whoa.
The large boy.
I'm getting chunks of memory, and I don't remember what the show was. I think it was like a sitcom. If someone said, I took out their mailbox, but you were on a power jog. Like someone was power jogging and accidentally took out someone's mailbox. Man,
It almost sounds like Arrested Development.
I think it was. I don't even know.
It's a power one. Or you could just missile him. Oh, they do?
I thought the missiles bounce off the orbity parts.
It looks like a big pollen.
It looks like a big burned egg.
Boy, my allergies really are killing me today.
That alternatively, it's like a
now
Crimson
it's a small
Clover
boy.
boss.
Yeah.
Some sort of other shmup enemy.
Have you heard that they're porting Jamestown to the Switch?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's broken on Steam, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
What happened?
The bullets don't have colors. It's just like
Oh.
lost a lot of stuff.
That's weird. How did that happen?
I don't know. There was an update and it messed up, and they just didn't fix it because it's on PS4. Jamestown 1 and 2. PS4.
2?
Yep.
There's a sequel?
Yep.
Is that on Steam?
No, it's just on PS4.
That's dumb.
You know, Brian, with your health that low, I almost thought you were doing Ridley in Super Metroid.
For a
Yeah,
minute there, I
right.
thought we had scan lines activated.
For a minute there, we did.
Does the Game Boy player have a scan line option?
I don't actually know.
You can press the Z button if you had one.
Well,
You don't. We're playing this with a Game Boy Advance as a controller.
We're playing on a CRT, so don't worry about it.
Yes. Definitely what's happening.
We're not playing this on a CRT.
No, we are not.
we could be playing this on a CRT.
We could. That'd be kind of tight.
There's a CRT in the other room. I don't think it has an HDMI input.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
And I'm free.
Just like Third Strike.
I am free falling.
Free
Oh, fuck.
What is that?
Good night.
Coughing.
It's a coughing, just like in Metroid Prime.
That is. Ugh.
It's a Zabijan coughing, like Galarian wheezing. It's different. It's just a little different.
Hey, thanks for
Galarian
watching,
wheezing is
Dark
one of the
Wolf. I hope you
greatest
have a good
things
night,
Game
man.
Freak has ever created.
I agree.
Galarian?
Galarian.
Galarian.
Galarian?
In the new Pokemon region is called Galar.
Yeah.
It's got top hats, dude, and
Yeah.
mustaches.
Top hat, and definitely not a bomb.
Yes. Correct.
There's a lot about how this place looks. That's like leaves a lot of questions open, and I know that we talked about the desert thing, but also just like the big mechanical arms that don't do anything.
I'm sure they do something.
I mean, they normally do something when this place is functioning like it's supposed to. But things are not currently functioning like they're supposed to because Jello Samus is on the loose.
Yeah, so wouldn't the whole point, I mean, it just feeds into the Federation being awful, but wouldn't the whole point of like a biome like this be to try and create it as close as possible?
I think they've created nighttime as accurately as they can, Vince.
But the arms is what I'm saying.
Do you think you could do a better job?
Do you think the arms would stop existing at night?
Oops, all for it.
I feel like we're talking around the central issue.
Hey,
What's the issue?
we've been raided with a party of 14 by Angry British Cat.
Angry
Thanks.
British cat. Hello.
That sounds like a claw kind of experience.
Welcome everyone. In a fun twist, I get to do this explanation yet again, but we're doing it because we keep getting raided, so I'm very happy to do it. We are Metroid Marathon 4 Infusion. We are playing every Metroid game back to back for 60 hours straight.
In
Raise
release
money
order.
for Extra Life, which is the gaming fundraising side of the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. If you so choose and are able and willing, your donations will go 100% directly to the charity. We don't touch a penny of it. We don't get paid for this. We're all volunteers. We hope you enjoy watching, enjoy jokes with us. Please donate to fill in this Mad Lib. We have like 18 words left. We're looking for a plural noun. We
Yes.
can't find any. There's an entire library of books and movies around us, and we can't find any plural nouns.
We need your help.
We need your help.
We need your donations.
Help us. Twitch chat, your only hope.
We've got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. There is a giveaway you can enter for no purchase. If you type !Gleam, you can get a link to check that out.
It kind of sounded like you said there's a giveaway you can
you-
enter for no purpose.
No purchase.
If you type bang slench, !Slench, you can learn about our mission to create the worst pizza in the world.
Or the best.
Thanks for the host.
Please remind the chat what toppings are on the pizza so far.
I believe if it's at the same state it was last time, I believe it's 8 different kinds of cheese, including but not limited to mozzarella, Swiss, ricotta, feta, parmesan, Romano, cheddar.
You said Swiss?
I said Swiss.
Provolone.
Provolone. That's 8. And barbecue chicken, buffalo chicken, grilled chicken, and fried chicken.
Please, have you found the list of ingredients? Your donations will feed us in that sense. I mean, we're paying for the pizza,
Whether we like it or not.
but you get to decide what goes on that pizza by donating.
Man, that's going to be a very different pizza experience from the last 2 years.
You weren't here for my story about pizza that I said during Prime, and some people in chat were also not here. A couple weeks ago, I went to a place called Pizza Barn in Ossipee.
Oh man,
Gotta
Pizza
get
Barn.
milk on there. It's just liquid cheese.
Pizza Barn is a wild experience.
Yes, it is. But you've been to
I've
Pizza Barn
been,
in
yes.
Ossipee?
It's pizza in a barn.
It is. And if you go there, you can get as many toppings as you want on a pizza. Silly expensive. If you get every meat, they actually have to cook it longer.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much. It is like 2 inches high of pizza. Of meat. Oh yeah, the pizza we're getting tonight is going to be like, not tonight, but this weekend is going to be very heavy. So my story about Pizza Barn that I most recently got was I tried their taco pizza, which sounded great. It's like all the ingredients of a taco on a pizza, right? Well,
2 great tastes that taste great.
it turns out that I did not read the menu closely enough because it describes exactly what I ended up getting, which was not what I expected to get. Which was taco sauce and beef cooked on pizza dough, and then, after it is cooked, cheese, tomato, lettuce, and onion on top. The cheese was not cooked, and there was about 5 or 6 cups of it on top of a 12-inch pizza. That's good.
Come on.
So what I ended up getting was just an inedible mouthful of cheese every time I took a bite of this pizza. Uncooked cheese, mind you.
You're not really a cheese guy, right?
I'm not huge on it. Like, if the cheese was cooked, and if there was maybe a little less of it, it would have been fine. I could have dealt with raw tomatoes and lettuce and onion on top of that. But my issue with the taco pizza was just that there was 5 to 6 cups of uncooked cheese tossed on top of it and then served to me. And I'm still struggling to understand why.
Gotta get experimental.
He's still struggling to eat that pizza.
Some say he's still eating it to this day.
Somebody suggested when I told the story earlier that I tried to fold the pizza. I could not. There was so much cheese on top of it that attempting to fold the pizza was a futile effort.
No,
bit,
he's right where he needs
but
to
I
be.
know that I need to do this.
He's in the right spot. Yeah, he's got to get this like pillar extended by moving this.
But I don't have
Thing
the
back
ice
up.
missile yet,
Oh,
so I
you
No.
don't
can't
have chili
do it.
missiles yet. I think you just keep going to the left, though.
Look, it's undulating.
Okay, no, you just
no,
break the
maybe.
floor here, don't you?
Oh,
You
yeah.
eventually break the floor here.
Oh, yeah, because you have to get this the speed booster first. Yeah.
Oh, but he doesn't have ice missiles yet, so he can't do that.
Right.
Have you opened up doors yet?
He hasn't been to the data room.
Yeah, I have not yet opened up the yellow doors.
You can just.
Yeah, see, that's...
you do break the
yeah,
floor
that's
here.
what I thought.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're about to open up doors.
It's been so long since I've played Fusion.
So yeah, don't give me this about not remembering where everything is.
You know what? I will.
So why
I was right about breaking the blue
are
floor.
there
You.
pipes in the ice room?
Because that's how they pump the air conditioning.
Why is there ice in the pipes?
There is no pipes biome.
Not with that attitude.
It
Not
is.
yet.
There is not a
Hey,
teenage
it sounds like we
Mutant
just got a
Ninja Turtles
donation.
room.
It might have just been Metroid Fusion saying you unlocked the door.
No, it was. I heard something else.
So that was $2 from Pizza Pony saying good night, but in a good morning kind of way. +2 to pastrami plural noun space pirates.
So the noun is space pirate from the
Oh, I was like, is pastrami the plural noun? Because I think that works too. Oh wait, $2. We could do that for both. We could do one is pastrami and one is space pirates.
Okay, so $1 for space pirates.
What? Yeah. $1 per word. If you donate $10, you get 10 words.
The next thing we need is another plural noun.
Well, put pastrami in for the first plural noun and put space pirates in for the second.
Oh. Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, we could do that too, but I'm desperate to get to this Mad Lib, so I'm gonna take it as fast as possible. And I think the plural of pastrami is pastrami.
All right. All right.
I think pastrami is the plural of pastramo.
Hey,
Pastramus.
isn't that a
Pastramapodes?
isn't that a Final Fantasy 15 character?
All right. Well, then after that, the next thing we need is an adjective. Yeah.
Back on our adjective.
Donation programs don't usually include line breaks, unfortunately.
Hey, look at it. That's gross.
Yeah.
Wow, Vince, you're gross.
I
Got
know.
him.
I
Vince
know.
discriminates against
The grossest metric.
organic plants.
That's not naturally occurring.
It is on SR388.
You show me naturally occurring
There were
pillars.
also in that room, like giant vaults in the background. What's in the vault?
No one's talking about it.
Well, no, because we got pastrami and space pirates. The next thing we need is an adjective, in fact.
Thank you very much, Pizza Pony.
Thank you. The crunching sound is not okay. That happens when you freeze that.
Does that mean we get to add space pirates to the pizza? I don't think our pizza place of choice offers space pirates.
No, I don't believe so.
Or crab.
Or crab. I wouldn't be surprised if constantly, like, maybe closer to the coast would add lobster, though. If there is a constantly over there.
Nah, there's not. But
No.
I wouldn't surprise me either if such a thing existed.
Yeah, I would imagine lobster on pizza. I know you can get white clam pizza in Connecticut. That's a thing that they like for some
Sounds-
reason.
So, I live. Spoilers, guys. Talon 4 is in Connecticut. I live in Connecticut and have for the past 8 years. Connecticut has its own style of pizza called New Haven style pizza.
Yep.
Of which, a white clam pizza is like a very famous kind. It's pretty good. What I just learned this week is that apparently a colloquial term for New Haven style pizza is a pizza,
Well, it's a pizza.
which is
as I
pronounced
understand
a
it.
beats.
Yeah,
or
a
a
beats.
beats. I was this week years old when I learned that. and
I learned
just
that-
went, what?
I don't remember how I learned that. It was through some like show on YouTube that looked at pizza.
How to survive in Connecticut.
On Frank Pepe's Pizza.
You got somebody in chat talking some trash about.
Yeah, it's
New
my
Haven
coworker
pizza.
who also lives in Connecticut. So I mean, at least he's probably tried it and can make an educated decision on that. I might disagree, but
Thank you, Buttspot. Other than that butt from Chicago that can't be called pizza.
I don't know when this became a divisive pizza opinion stream, but I'm not about it.
I'm sure Vince is very familiar with that butt from Chicago.
Anyway, I like Chicago pizza. I think it's good.
Deep dish pizza's okay.
There's a place called there are a few pizza places.
Emergency at Franker Z.
Emergency at Franker Z.
Spam your Franker Z.
Please give us your Franker Z's in the chat.
There were a few
capital
places.
F, capital Z.
Emergency in Sector 3.
Emergency in Franker Z. Nate has a hot take. Please hand him the microphone.
Nate, I'm worried
or
about your hot
unmute him.
take.
I would like to bring to this pizza conversation the idea that the Chicago-style pizza is the only one that is legitimately a pizza pie.
It's a soup.
It's a casserole, really.
These kinds of discussions are idiotic.
I'm muting you.
Hey Sterling, you know about a cube rule, right?
Oh, yes.
Alright. You should look that up and tell us how a deep dish pizza classifies.
Oh, no, it's, I know the cube rule. Well, that's the thing. Do you consider it 5 sides? Because then
Yeah.
I believe that does make it a bread bowl.
I do consider that 5 sides.
What'd you do? Oh wait, no, you're going to the right place. I thought you went up the elevator and then just went right back down.
So 5 sides is a soup slash salad slash or soup slash salad with bread.
Right.
Okay, so
That
Chicago
is what a
pizza
deep
is
dish
salad.
pizza is.
In a bread bowl.
Yeah. I would also classify it as a casserole, perhaps. I think that is a valid interpretation of 5 sides.
There are 2 styles of
If you just
Chicago
keep holding
pizza.
right there,
Yes, there are.
it actually
2
ends up
styles
working
of
out pretty
Chicago
well
pizza.
in the future.
I mean, Southwest Chicago pizza is different.
Yeah.
It's good.
I have never actually had Southwest Chicago pizza.
I have. It's good.
It's actually away from Chicago.
No, they don't.
Well, they do, but it's often with like, oh, I ordered an entire deep dish by myself and ate it by myself. And it's more of like a.
I can't actually go this way, can I?
Try going to the right.
It's broke.
Well, no, try going to the right in that pipe.
Yeah.
A lot of the pizza, I mean, outside of the Southwest style, is just like party. They call it party style. Like it's a big square and they cut it into littler squares.
Yeah,
The,
I've had that.
The kind of New York style that we have.
That I got from Rosati's.
That's just kind of all over. Isn't really that hot out there.
Oh, I haven't had pizza in Seattle.
Seattle. You've never had Seattle. You said you've been living there for like 8 years. You've never had Seattle pizza.
I said,
Oh, you live. Okay, never mind. I'm getting confused.
yeah, a lot of things are happening right now.
I moved to Seattle about 2 months ago.
My bad.
What else was I gonna say? I legitimately like. I mean, I've had like pizza in Brooklyn, and I actually really like that.
Brooklyn pizza's good.
Have a good night, Rum Guardian. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
joining us.
Yeah, no. You gotta get your bottom boy to extend.
Brooklyn.
I mean, I managed it. It's not
We're
the
all
way that I
discussing
thought.
how he should get through a room he already got through.
I'm saying he got through it.
Brooklyn pizza's legitimately good, and it's not like crazy priced, depending on where you are.
It's like if you want Brooklyn pizza here, just go to Pizza Market in Goffstown. That's pretty close. It's $5 for 2 gigantic
Can't
slices.
let's grab on the Snake Boy's face.
Nope, you can't. Just gotta kill him.
You can kill him. So remember, kids, violence is always the answer.
Violence is always the answer when you can't grab your opponent's face.
He was killed in cold blood.
Don't say this. Football is violence. Violence
Come-
inherent in the rules of football.
Help!
Come and see
Help!
the
I'm
violence.
being a football player.
Also, you got stuff.
You would make that argument, wouldn't you?
It's by far.
We'll be here.
No, you don't.
We have all weekend. All right, Idor, play nicely. Nope. Nope.
Oh.
No. Dear Lord.
The run is dead.
Oh
the
my
run is
gosh.
dead. You're gonna lose.
Yeah,
there you go.
imagine being on like world record pace and you get to that door and it's like, nah.
Now I have to shoot an innocent man.
No, he's not.
That innocent man is a floating orb of DNA.
That's definitely.
Crusty Jello. Ugh.
Are X parasites uncrustables?
I hate you.
We've entered into the six sides cube theory territory.
You've got a wide beam.
In the same way that original Metroids are Tide Pods.
Yes.
I felt that in my body. Wow.
We
I hope that was audible.
really Uncrustables are just a small dishless pie.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Pies have a crust.
No, Uncrustables are calzones.
No, and it's called an Uncrustable because it just doesn't have like bread crust. Pie crust is different from bread crust.
I hope.
Can you imagine a pumpkin pie with bread crust? You want to think about that one, Connor?
I'm saying what am I thinking? The dichotomy of the word Uncrustable comes from the fact that it is a bread. It is two pieces of bread that have had the crust removed and then has been crimped shut. Really, it's a ravioli.
I really
All
want ravioli
around
now.
me are familiar faces.
That's what it is.
That's so cute.
It's a peanut butter
Yes,
and
yes.
jelly ravioli.
I'm so hungry now.
A calzone is a large ravioli. Well, more like a large. There
I
are,
already had Pop Tarts.
which are also ravioli.
I'll be fine.
We can order a normal
There's
pizza
some like
from
carrots
Domino's.
in there that I might grab.
Yes, we can.
Not around.
Domino's is open until 3 a.m. in New Hampshire. The Domino's on North Main Street on Fridays and Saturdays is open until 3 a.m.
Hey guys,
Can we
hey,
stop?
Hey,
Like-
hey, people in this stream room. Let's limit the amount of information we give that can be used to triangulate our location. Like
You're
talking
right.
about the pizza place we're going to order from.
That's already been
Saying
discussed.
Domino's is probably fine.
Somebody already name dropped the town we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if
don't.
that could literally never happen again, that'd be great.
Couldn't have been me.
All right, we can go back to having fun and laughing about things.
So anyway, I don't think it would be good for our bodies to eat a pizza now and then eat an eight cheese pizza.
I don't think it would be good for our bodies to
It's-
eat an 8 cheese pizza.
It's not going to be
later.
good for our bodies to eat an 8 cheese pizza at all.
I keep
Yeah, that's why we're putting on 4 different kinds of chicken.
That's not going to help.
I keep-
If anything, it's going to make it worse.
I keep
That's
thinking
the
about
joke.
pizza flavored now and laters.
What?
See now and like.
No, Chicago style now and laters.
Oh no. Why?
Well,
God is dead and we put him on a pizza.
Oh no! Who invited this priest to consecrate the pizza?
Take and eat. This is my body.
That's partialism, Patch.
I get that reference.
Oh man, Sterling's down.
The first casualty of Night Crew.
The first of many.
Stream Sterling will probably die right now.
Just we'll be right back.
I thought that was a very niche video that only I would have seen out of the people in this room.
Well, you've shown Brian, and Brian's shown a lot of us. It's just like a lot of really, really dumb religious jokes around St. Patrick. Like, we'll show it to you later.
They're kind of intelligent, but they're also really dumb.
Right.
Because, like, you have to know what partialism and modalism is. But I guess they also explain it to you. So.
Yeah, it's jokes for people who got sent to Sunday school as a kid.
Well, I was not one of those people.
It's jokes for people who run Sunday school sometimes.
Doesn't it compare partialism to Voltron?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, alright.
The heresy espoused by Voltron.
Which won't exist for another X hundred years.
Come on, Patrick.
It was so good.
Get it together, Patrick.
Are we fighting SAX already?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm not that fast.
I mean,
didn't think so.
In a meta sort of way.
Yeah, I thought so.
We gotta meet the unidentified life forms.
Right. And kill them.
We gotta meet the mechanical life vein.
And kill them.
Yeah, we haven't even fought Nightmare yet.
Oh yeah.
We have yet to fight.
We don't have the gravity suit. I automatically said like, oh my god, we're going back up into the main part of the ship. And then I forgot, yeah, that's a thing that happens halfway through the game.
Is there neither option? Is there an abort conversation button? You're not Yeah, still got like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Hour and a half in the schedule, or?
The schedule, and also probably expected.
Been going for like, what, hour and a half, 2 hours by this point? It really feels like it's been 5. For me, maybe for you, too.
Right, it's been 2 hours.
Alright.
It has?
Yeah, it's been 2 hours. Well, a little less than 2 hours. It's
Wow.
closer to 11:15, but it's been like an hour 45.
Wow.
Welcome to Metroid Marathon, boys!
But then again, Brian did die.
Can't make it, you gotta let them extend. I remember that one specifically. You have to wait for it.
Oh.
And miss.
Don't be shy, come on.
Oh my god.
I'm still thinking about that's partialism.
Partialism?
Just look up St. Patrick theology and it's gonna come.
No, you get a speed boost and then go down and then go left.
So that
I should play this game again at some point. So speedrunning Super Metroid.
hitting the button to open the door doesn't make sense unless you're Samus. Like, who's doing that? Who else is tall enough to do that?
I don't know, Chef.
They just got like poking sticks.
You know what I picture is the little like grabby cranes that you get, like the cheap grabby cranes from toy stores, and just
A gopher.
yeah, or like maybe it's like a T-Rex, maybe it's a Ridley head.
Baby.
Oh my god, the baby.
Man, that was cute until they made whatever those noises were.
Yeah.
Mobius is saved.
The land of the sky.
Oh no, no! It is not late enough in the night to talk about that.
Late enough to talk about what, Vince?
The land in the sky. The how. There's a Sonic movie that like some people know about and some people don't.
This is the 90s one?
Yeah.
With the radical album?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one where Jim Carrey is Eggman?
No. No. But if they talk about the land and the sky in that movie, I will ascend. In the theater, I will become Aether and one with the world.
You will achieve Nirvana.
Yeah, in that moment.
Do you want to make a bet like we have for Shumagarath?
No, we should talk about that in a sec.
We
No,
should.
because there's no way anyone can win or lose that. Because if that does happen, then I ascend.
Okay.
And if it doesn't happen, then I lose money. So like,
Okay.
so 2 years ago,
It just sounds like you don't want to lose money.
not a second time. So 2 years ago, Connor and I watched Doctor Strange. He had seen it and I hadn't.
Yep.
Haven't. I don't know how words work, but
It's weird because you're the one who.
shh, Don't say anything. Don't say anything. My grammar's really bad. I just know how to make stuff rhyme and have the same syllables. So, I'm a fan of the Doctor Strange villain Shumagorath, not for any actual reason other than I think he's a goofball. Yeah. And then
And in Marvel 3 and Marvel 1.
Right. And he's just, I mean, he has a personality in Marvel 3,
Yeah.
which is more than he's ever had anywhere else. And he's a big eyeball with tentacles that controls the Chaos Dimension.
Yep.
And I told Connor that, you know, I bet you $100 that Shumagorath never shows up in the MCU. Because at this time we didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
And maybe they didn't either. But it turns out that there might be some Shumagorath nonsense in the new Doctor Strange movie.
There's a chance because it is called Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
I'm jazzed.
I'm super jazzed. I'm super jazzed.
I'm super jazzed. I'm not super jazzed to potentially lose $100 to seeing a character I've wanted to see on screen for a good amount of time be on screen. Also, he has to, as per our bet, he has to actually be on screen.
Yes. Yep.
If he's mentioned, then it doesn't count.
Right.
Like, there has to be some...
There has to be some manifestation of Shumagorath. Like, we got Dormammu and he was just a big floaty cloud head. That counts.
If there's a picture of Shumagorath in a book, I don't know if that counts.
I count that.
A picture of him thumbs up on the president's desk.
Shumagorath...
Like, still the best.
That picture is one of our pictures in the frames.
The thumbs up is the universal sign.
No, I'm talking
Federation
about,
approval.
I'm talking about from Shadow the Hedgehog, the picture of Shadow and Sonic that the president looks at lovingly.
Yeah, and we could have combined the two. But also Shumagorath can't give a thumbs up because Shuma doesn't have thumbs.
He does not.
He could make you think.
He has whatever a mystic ray is.
Yes.
That's just someone breathing into the mic. Mystic.
Yeah. If they do a montage wherein they explain who the lords of each dimension are, like, hey, you saw Dormammu, but here's the other lords, and one of them Shumagorath, and they show him, that counts.
Yep.
Nope.
Aw, heck.
Oh, you fell for it. Oh, you fell for it. You're dead.
Anyway.
It so does. It takes like an energy tank and a half.
No, it took two.
It took two?
You're part Metroid, dude.
Yeah.
It hurts.
How do you think them Metroids feel? Now you know.
Well, they don't feel anything because they're dead. You killed them.
Well, so we think.
So,
Who is that Michael Bay
So
crying at
now,
the ceiling back
so
there?
now what you're saying is, in order to eliminate all the Metroids, Samus has to go.
I'm saying her last name changed from Iran to Iran.
What?
Does she have the Sharingan, or
She, the mystic eyes of depth perception. Or of, it's not even depth perception, it's depth perception. God.
Yeah, but depth perception is funny.
aren't you glad you saved at the start of Sector 5 here?
Yep.
Aren't I glad that I did that wiki dive on what mystic eyes were and spent like 5 hours in that article?
Orange you. I was a.
Bless you.
Wow.
How dare you get at me from off camera and non
not
mic?
even on the mic.
From the from downtown.
Oh, from so far downtown, they have a different accent.
I just wanna do something real quick. I wanna grab this.
Something.
I wanna like
2
mentally
trains,
prepare
3
for
buses,
what
and a complex system
playing
of monorails.
Hunters is gonna be like on a Wii U game.
It's gonna be bad.
I'm
Maybe
sure.
better than
There's
a
no
DS.
stylus here. So
Stole my stylus.
We have no stylus. We have no grace.
If that stylus isn't on that table, or
Oh,
somewhere in this
it might be on the table.
I'll be minorly upset.
No.
Oh no.
Is there one in the white Wii gamepad?
I don't know. Let's find out. Yes, there does appear to be.
Is it black?
No, it's white.
Is it's blue and red?
All right, so I'll put this one down.
Where's my Wii U stylus?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You know,
Wait, that's not mine. That's Doug's.
Oh. So is the white one yours?
No, the white one is Nate's.
Oh.
And the reason we have... Wait, the... Oh,
But
is
if-
yours missing a stylus?
you're in here, and he's out there. Then who's running the marathon?
What? He's the sheriff. And
So-
we're frozen out here. What I want to know is where's the caveman?
What is happening?
So it's a dumb video. So I know.
Very glad.
I finally remember what the X parasites remind me of.
Oh?
And it's Final Fantasy Flan. Because they're the same color, and they're just gross blobs.
You don't want this flan, Mike.
Oh yeah, those flans are gross. The FF flans are gross. But some of them, like the flans in Final Fantasy IX, are just shaped like the dessert and have the little like chocolate top, but
Yeah.
they have that gross mouth. And
Just like the dessert.
you ever think about the Courage the Cowardly Dog episode with Flan?
Fantasy
I don't think I
Flan?
ever saw it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember Fantasy Flan.
Where a guy mind
No, I
controls
don't
people
want
with
this
Flan.
missile tank that badly.
Man, I was about to say. Alright.
This is the most popular night crew I think we've ever had.
Absolutely.
I was about to say, what is this Grave Encounters 2 nonsense when you went in one door and came out the same door and it was a
Here's-
different place? But
Here's the thing.
I don't want to talk about Grave Encounters 2.
For those in the chat, this
about
is
Scooby-Doo.
this is just my sleep schedule. I'm glad to be here because it just means that I can just be awake. I don't have to adjust anything.
People
mean-
like you are very valuable.
I'm like W2, yeah.
I wake up at
That's,
the
that's the next time I'm supposed to be awake.
We can have like an in-depth discussion on the live-action Scooby-Doo movies and
Oh, please.
Please.
look at Krang.
Because I think they're underappreciated.
Squid.
Hey, it's Krang.
Oh, that guy will mess you up.
Yeah, he will.
It's Krang.
He's big. He's got big metal arms.
Very large.
Thank you for killing him. You made me feel a lot better about
Sizzle.
this. He's
next.
scary. He'll take like 3 energy tanks off you.
It's very
I
true.
don't think the first live-action Scooby-Doo movie is all that good.
No, but the second one is great.
The second one's okay.
Is it actually?
The second one has a strange cotton candy monster that I really like.
Yeah. See, the
Never mind. I don't want to go there.
yeah, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, it also has a killer soundtrack.
Is it as good as the Dragon Ball FighterZ soundtrack? Which is just coming to my head. You're right, few things are. There's no reason that any of those themes go with any of those characters.
Is the Dragon Ball Fighter Z soundtrack also a Guilty Gear soundtrack?
Pretty much.
Kind of, yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
close.
Except for Hit's theme, which is a plastic saxophone.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Hit's theme is the what's his name? Slayer theme of Dragon Ball Fighters. Except not as good.
a lot. Guilty Gear's a
Bless
fighting game that was made by a dude who loves metal.
Yep. He's a Japanese dude who loves metal.
Right, and it's kind of like music first and then game.
It's you buy the new Guilty Gear album, you got to fight a game with it.
Right. Characters are references to old bands, things like Zappa,
One of them is literally named Axl Low.
ABBA,
Yeah.
Slayer.
Yep.
It's Ridley. Oh.
Wait, what are you doing? Wait.
Who dropped this Ridley here?
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, he's okay.
No, he's not doing too hot.
Miss Aaron, I don't feel so good.
I hate these things. They take multiple power bombs to kill. Lime jello.
All of it's gross.
Underrated jello.
Oh, you didn't believe in yourself.
I really didn't.
I'm really freaked out by how those things walk.
Uh,
Come on, Brian. Oh, you can go over that.
You can actually.
You can?
You might need a power bomb.
Yes, 6. Now he's got 5.
Oh, yeah.
well, why even? Okay.
That's the thing. I guess if you haven't gotten power bombs at that point.
But you have to.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, this is where the soundtrack definitely diverges from normal Metroid.
Right.
To be as creepy as possible.
Ship with legs.
Ship with legs.
Doesn't have Samus's face on it this time.
No.
It's not her ship.
Yeah.
Whose ship is it?
It's the Federation.
It's Federosh's.
It's Adam's ship.
Why do the Federation?
Whoa, spoilers.
Why do the Federation ships have legs?
So they can land.
Yeah.
Samus got in a car crash and is therefore a jelly monster.
And they had to put her through rehab and
get her a rental.
Yeah. She's getting back on her feet, okay?
And so is the ship.
It's always been on its feet. It can't get back on. It's got weird. I mean, it's not. It's just the stuff inside, but the visor looks like weird compound bug eyes.
I like how he says confirm mission objective and you say no and he just tells you anyway.
Right.
Well,
very condescending.
Like he doesn't explain it in full detail, but he's still just got to tell you. He's got to mansplain to you where you should be going.
Look at that. Look at him dancing. Why? He's just trying to have a good time.
The eggs are open.
Yep.
Yeah, and they
now
turn
we
into
have
the
key
worst
hunters
enemies
everywhere.
in the game.
Oh, God, like the key hunters?
Yeah.
You so much.
Oh, this is where you get the plasma beam, and that's the best one.
We have to fight the spider first, though.
In a bit, yeah.
Now, what area is this?
This
the central
is
reactor core.
Yeah.
It's what keeps the ship flying.
Why is the central reactor core also vines?
Because that's not supposed to happen.
Because the vine monster did that.
The vine monster made a funny 6-second video about it.
Yo. Okay.
And also, space pirates are here. Zabesians? It's never quite clear.
Bring me your beams.
Are they space pirates? Because they're also that exact like sprite is also called a Zabesian, I believe, in Super.
In Other M.
In Other M? Oh.
So is it like a gauntlet, or do they just have cannons in their claws?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
We get into all that lore on the Pirate Home.
A little bit.
We got a few gifts.
Is space pirate an occupation, or is space pirate like a species?
Does space pirates
space
is
pirate,
gay?
space pirate?
Why do Piranha Plant have bone in it?
Thank you.
What are you looking for, Brian?
There's a missile expansion, and I thought up there was how you get it, but
I don't think so. I think it's further.
No, we did miss it
I
already.
missed it. That's fine.
It is just an missile expansion.
You know what else is unsettling? Background's purple.
Yeah.
Nice
You not a
friendly
fan of
door.
purple?
Wow. Speed run.
Alright,
no,
worst
purple's
boss in the
fine,
game.
but
I hate
it's-
this guy.
Yeah. Stick in the corner.
Well, but there's fire in the corner.
Yeah, but then once the fire goes away, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like he literally
Yeah.
won't hit you.
Look at him. I would buy a plush of that. Look at him.
Yeah. And in
See?
my practice run, I died
And
to
it's
him
just-
like 4 times.
You know what?
He
I
just-
hate
he
this
just
boss
goes.
so much.
What's he
Now he's gonna open his. Oh no.
What's he walking on?
Is this
Background?
boss also RNG?
Yeah.
This boss is also RNG, and the number of times he
Man,
will do
that great moment was lost because neither of us were mic'd.
Oh, there
Oh,
we
you
go.
did it. See, you should have stuck in the corner.
If you get grabbed, spam left and right.
The defender of Russia's skies is here, guys.
There's a yeah. Right.
Oh wow.
He's supposed to drop you when you do that. Maybe Joel is pressing some other button.
Well, he did drop me.
Eventually.
I really like how it moves.
What
It's
the
real
heck?
fluid.
This is unfortunate. This is just a mess.
Stupid
Okay,
DVD
it'll be
loading
fine.
icon.
Yo.
Wow, I can't believe Super Metroid Fusion made us fight a DVD icon. The claw is our master. He chooses who will go and who will stay.
You opened the box.
Oh, now it's real mad. I
Yeah,
don't
you can
know.
tell because he's blue.
Blue in the face. Crouching Spooter, hidden Samus.
Yeah, now he's just following the exact same path. Oh no! Now he's gonna spin around.
Don't you really get tired of
thought he
opening up
spits
your web browser
bacteria.
and seeing these talking heads? Well, now we've got a spitting head.
Are your legs really getting in the way of that bounty hunter you want to kill? Just become a head.
This boss fight is bad. I agree.
I have 14 health left.
No, you don't.
I have.
That's the
no
second
health
death.
left.
Can we get an F in chat?
F.
Rip.
I can do an F out loud.
Oh, actually, we did get a couple Fs.
No, that's from the last death.
The F in the chat.
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh my
Thanks,
god, now you have to go
Thanos.
back through the whole thing. Jeez.
Yep.
Hey, maybe you can get the missile expansion this time.
Yeah, you know.
Got 2 Fs.
2 Fs in chat at 1:19 a.m. I'll take it.
My looking like my college transcripts.
Oof.
Vincent, you were a model student.
2 Fs
Don't
at
lie to yourself.
2 more o'clock in the morning.
If playing jazz in a trio and staying up late playing D&D
No.
was being a model student, then I was there.
Hey, you got a degree.
I think it might actually be that.
I was running 5 campaigns at one time. DM. I have no idea.
Matter with you.
I still have, like, not nightmares, because that's too strong of a word, but weird memories of the campaign I played in that had 13 players.
I did not have the patience. I did not have the patience to run one D&D campaign.
I definitely never want to do
I've
that.
been DMing for like 7 years now.
Oh, okay.
It's super bad.
I think it's the left side of this one.
Yeah, it's that one. There you go.
Hey Connor, you should ask Vince and Brian about the campaign that they ran where lizard people tried to take over the world.
That was
again.
a fun. That was a
What?
fun game.
Where lizard people tried to take over the world?
Yeah, we
I had to parse that 'cause I thought you said loser people.
I mean, like, that was a campaign I ran. So I guess I can tell those stories because D&D stories are actually pretty hot on the internet, and we're just, like, retreading this anyway.
Let's be honest, it was never really engaging to begin with.
I actually think the spider fight is super engaging. It's just like this area coming down. Except for the weird purple contrast, which are... I mean, it turns blue, green, and then purple, which is actually a sick visual. Like the layers. However...
Have you ever just run in that door without collecting the health?
Yes.
Me too.
So, Sterling ran a campaign that lasted, I think, 4, like, out-of-game years.
You gotta stop.
It's time
to stop.
Thank you. And basically...
There you go. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Now he's gonna do it. He's gonna open his mouth. See, there you go. I'm always right.
Don't say that word.
Mandible?
No. His.
I know what you mean.
Throbbing mandible.
Anyway, tell us about the D&D game.
It's the same colors as the Doofy bug. Anyway, so the party was a halfling alchemist playing Pathfinder. The party was a halfling alchemist. Matt was playing a dwarf cavalier who never rode his mount.
What? Huh?
Yeah, it was a monitor lizard.
Okay.
The lizard had its own character sheet and everything.
Yeah.
That is what cavalier mounts get.
And he wore an iron kilt. Brian.
Yeah.
Brian played a wizard.
It's almost like it's completely random.
A wizard monk multi-class. I played a ranger, little goblin ranger.
Do you
Man,
cast
and
fist?
Nate played.
Yeah,
right.
kind of.
Nate played a Tengu rogue, right? It was a lot of misadventure, and then suddenly we found out that lizard people were controlling the government and everything that was going on.
Including the monitor lizard?
No, the monitor lizard was like separate.
The monitor lizard was one of the good lizards.
These
It was the good lizard with a gun versus the bad lizards with guns.
There was, I mean, it was just a group of crazy lizard men that were trying to like reinstate power in their government.
Right.
Do you remember their goal?
The proud lizards.
Yeah, it was to bring back the dinosaurs. Yep. So the final fight was against a mostly formed T-Rex, and that was sick. That
It was really good.
That was
The
a long.
Alchemists throwing bombs at them?
Yeah.
God, it was great.
Their
Alchemist got eaten, like,
yeah,
round 2.
Vraxon was the name of the alchemist, and he was like, "I'm gonna do it, guys," and just
really
rushes the T-Rex, and the T-Rex has an ability called Swallow Whole, and because he's a halfling and he's so small, the T-Rex just eats him, and the alchemist is like, "I'm going out with a bang," and blows himself. Yeah, he blows himself up inside the T-Rex.
Oh god.
Yeah. It was also the only time I was allowed to do called shots, and that was pretty sick.
Why was that the only time you were allowed to do called shots?
Because it's weird to deal with otherwise, and the T-Rex is big enough where it makes sense.
Okay.
Because, like, you can say, I'm gonna do a called shot to the eye, or a called shot to the face, but that's really unlikely to get regularly. But yeah, that was crazy, and it was fought on like a blimp.
All right, this part is really stressful. So.
Oh yeah. Silence.
Yeah.
That's my basic piece of advice. You can shoot a freeze missile.
Yep.
Oh god. That is.
This room,
God. I'm getting secondhand stress. Teabag on.
Mood.
Yeah, you go.
Which is funny because that same exact setup exists earlier in the game, and like she will find you.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that I wonder if the Jelly Samus actually has. I wonder if the Jelly Samus actually has like object permanence.
Right. She's gone. She must not exist anymore.
Have we decided if it's Jelly Samus or Jazzy Samus? Because it's
Jazzy.
what?
Key Hunters
First enemies in the game.
No. Oh no.
Send it.
Oh, at least we're here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what's some other crazy things that happened during that campaign? Oh yeah,
Perpetual Snake Man.
so
Kenny
I had
Loggins.
What?
about that. I was
It's a
originally.
wonderful game.
I was originally.
I know.
So I was a goblin ranger, and I specialized in crossbows, or heavy crossbow. And I was originally an archetype called like the Witch Protector or something, which is you choose a party member, and they're like you like guard them. But eventually I was like, man, this actually sucks. So I just talked to Sterling, and we changed it so it's just a regular ranger, and so I could get an animal
Nice
companion.
That was pretty good.
Oh, I'll wait.
It's good. You can go.
And the animal companion I chose was a boa constrictor, and we named him Kenny Loggins, just because. Yeah. And kind of way flash forward, and we each got to make our own epilogues. And my epilogue was the goblin whose name was Nibbler. Goblins don't live long, so he kind of retired as an adventurer early, and then, as goblins do, he died early. Just 'cause they have really short natural lives. But his legacy lived on in Kenny Loggins, and he didn't stop growing. He didn't stop growing. So somewhere in this world, there's a giant, like gargantuan-sized boa constrictor guarding a forest.
Guarding the Pixie City of Embarrassment.
Yeah.
It's still a thing.
Because his Nibbler was taken in by pixies. Because I guess my background writing is just that of a 13-year-old. So.
I I don't know. Oh, I'm supposed to
Maybe
go
that
this way.
helmet like vacuum seals it into a ponytail or something.
That would be painful.
But what if it wasn't? The helmet's just like, your hair is exactly here. Don't worry about it. Oh,
And-
what about the flesh lab that Nate's character jumped down? Oh, right.
Oh, I was also thinking about the cake.
I forgot entirely about the cake.
There's
You ever set a trap that's so obvious your players realize it's a trap and fall for it anyway?
Yeah, so Nate's character was a Tengu who could kind of speak like the common speech that everyone talks, and was just notoriously dumb.
What did he speak at all other times? Bird?
Oh, he
Tengu,
could speak
yeah.
like 12 languages. He could speak any language he had heard at some point.
It's really good.
He
I mean,
could
that
speak
was-
a lot of languages, but did not have a way with words.
But that was after the cake, though, right?
Yeah.
That yeah. So we were the adventuring party came across a cake with
What happened?
with a string and like a little trap, like you would use to catch rabbits.
Like a boulder being held up with a stick.
Right. And we're like, don't do it. And Nate's like, I'm gonna touch the cake. We go, don't touch the cake. It's bad for you. And also, you're gonna die. And Nate goes, I'm gonna touch the cake. So Nate touched the cake, and the bandits are like, I can't believe you fell for it.
No, it was better than that.
We like, there was an elaborate way to get the cake.
Oh, I
'cause I
forgot,
ended up
yeah.
using like mage hand to
Okay,
pick up the
hold on.
cake.
I'm gonna.
Okay, I want to
We
make
have
it
to-
clear. Brian's character was a wizard and used Mage Hand to pick up the cake and float it over to them.
Yeah, so we can
And,
taste it because we
and
really
you
wanted to
detected
taste it.
poison, and there was no poison. It was a perfectly normal, if slightly stale, slice of cake.
It was like Walmart cake.
It was basically Walmart cake, sitting under this boulder trap. And Nate's character, deciding to leave a message for whoever left this trap, steps forward and decides to write with his bag of teeth, don't worry about it. In Infernal, don't worry about it. A message about how, like, the cake of their god has been stolen or something. And as he steps forward, there is a second trap in front of the boulder trap, which is a snare trap, which immediately picks him up into the air, and he gets impaled with about 6 wooden sticks and almost dies.
I hate
That is what I have to add to this.
I
Thank
hate
you, Mike.
this boss so much.
Oh, wow, that's magical.
Not a vial. Yeah, man, that was crazy.
I like this learn how to block high or low boss.
I will have to put mystery bug page in the next.
I love this gross stuff. We also the flesh like lab was Nate pulling a Leroy Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
The oh my god, he just ran in.
Yeah.
He jumped a railing and fell like 100 feet.
Right, and he couldn't. You could fly, like you could use the fly skill, but it was just falling with style.
Wait, let me.
Hold on. Yeah. I'll you're on me.
Okay, I'd like to point out
Oh, no.
that I jumped because I had a lot of points in the fly skill, and so I thought. To
F.
myself,
Does somebody else
Yeah.
want to take this? Like,
I'll
Sure,
be able to.
I can.
this is just incredibly frustrating.
Take this evil from me.
So I'm like, yeah, I should be able to fly
while.
down. And
It's
this
been a
was
while,
the point when I learned
but I will
that
do
the fly
this.
skill only
All
works
right.
if you actually have the physical capacity to fly. Otherwise, it is just a glide skill. And so,
Oh god. Oh god, you're low health. Ah.
there's the door. And so I gracefully
Yeah, you'll get some cherry jello if you go
Yeah,
up.
I
down
do.
into
I do
the
want the
center
cherry
of
jello.
a giant mass of enemies.
No, no, Get out of here. I would much prefer to play this on a Game Boy Advance just because of the wider
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you.
gate of it. Oh god.
Just as one
I
additional
forgot how
thing,
little damage the wide beam does to
for
these things.
Nate's character jumping down this pit of enemies was that at the bottom there was a very large lizard man who was size
Hey, cool.
category large and took up 4 squares of the map.
Alright.
And while
This is
Nate
fun.
was waiting for the rest of his teammates to make it down the normal way instead of just jumping,
Get
he
your hands
basically
off.
had to like hide under tables that were getting
Okay.
smashed up
Holy crap.
by this big lizard man. So
What
that
is
was
it?
fun.
Ah,
It's
no.
the left corner.
I
He almost
know.
died. He didn't
I
die, though.
know, but I can't. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Dude, it has like this stupid vortex that if you're not standing in the middle. Alright, we'll start over. Let's start over.
You guys doing okay?
Sarah, to answer your question from before, Samus does put up her hair. It's just when she dies, her hair tie gets vaporized. So.
Yeah.
We are on track.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
Everything is fine.
Everything is wrong.
Hey Mike, how fast can you run zero mission?
Fast.
It's not supposed to be. It's not one of the most difficult bosses in this game.
I don't like it. I don't like this boss in this game. Oh, I have to get closer? Excuse me. There we go. Okay. Oh god, it's so small, my hands are cramping already. I hate this. No.
What? No, not again.
It's okay.
Wait,
It's
your
okay.
hands are cramping now and you signed up for Hunters.
No, it's like, it's because my hands are so close together. I hate the Game Boy Advance SP so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! I hate this boss. I hate this boss. No. Okay, right there. No, it still hits me! You lied!
There is a sweet spot.
Ah! I hate this boss. Okay, I shouldn't have taken this. I shouldn't have taken this. You can't actually get out
I'll
of
take
these.
it back.
Yeah, please.
Give me the controller.
I also have to go to the bathroom.
Unmute you
Mike's
two. You number 2. Take your mic off. Give me the controller.
This is running out of apps.
Mike's like, all right, time for the big boy to come in
Other
and
up?
do this.
Wait, you want to know what time other rep starts?
Yeah.
I sincerely apologize.
Big brother Mike, can you play this part for me?
Yes. Yes. Little brother Brian.
Papa Mike.
Strip
Other
this
rep
of its
starts
pop
at
filter
8:30
again.
a.m. on Sunday.
What? Oh, did I?
It's
I did not think I did.
God.
There's a pop filter under your foot. I don't need a microphone.
Welcome to Night Crew.
Wonderful.
I'm going to die.
Just send it.
Because Mike stepped on the bubble wrap and was exasperated.
Because every time I step on that, I think I'm breaking something.
Yeah, it definitely has that sound.
Has that sound and that feeling.
Mike, if you die, I want to hop in.
Oh no.
This was not a donation incentive, but I'm glad we got there in a sense.
Oh yeah, what about the time that Mike's character got put in a burn?
Oh yeah.
That was the day that I decided that I was going to play my character as just being kind of racist toward lizard people.
To be fair, you were given a lot of reasons.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it worked out.
I still love that scene where you guys were figuring out.
It was very good. How'd you do this?
Far right corner is the better sweet spot.
I guess it is. But if what you want to believe is that we have a tiny webcam pointed at the Game Boy screen, then I like that reality better.
What is this Earthbound music?
Yeah, I have to admit, I really enjoyed the reaction from the lizard people to the fact that my character was drawing strips of their flesh to eat.
Did you hit the sweet spot where you don't get hit by those stupid pollen spores?
He did.
Apparently the far right spot is far away, not from left Florida.
I would love.
The right flower kid hit you.
Can we get some Pogs and Pog champs?
I hate that boss. I have always hated that boss.
Did you do that whole thing without taking any damage?
But you can also just type POG. Like capital POG.
No, I know.
It was under Vince's foot. I don't know if he grabbed it. Or myself.
I'm gonna save again.
That's fair. Good.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
How far are we into this game?
Most.
Yeah, like 70.
Ideally, you have
75?
45 minutes left.
We still need the gravity suit and the wave beam.
Yeah.
Gravity squeeze.
Oh, diffusion missile too. What is G?
God.
He's a Street Fighter V character.
Okay, you can unmute me.
I don't know, like, we have a light here.
Yeah.
That's on the tripod, and the 3 feet of the tripod have little gap tape markers to show where they are.
Oh,
All
the G.
that makes sense, but they're each labeled G.
The G is for gaff tape.
Can I be unmuted now?
Oh.
Thank you. I would like to formally apologize for that awful display.
I mean, same.
I don't remember it being that bad. I remember that boss being annoying and hard.
Probably had a couple more energy tanks.
Probably had a couple more energy tanks IRL than Brian does.
Is Brian getting to the end of his energy tanks? I put a nap on the schedule for
I tried. I did my best.
You know, also tried.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the human body. It doesn't like naps.
No, it does not.
Mine does.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
I'm doing my part as best I can.
The problem for me isn't going to be playing Zero Mission in 3 hours of sleep. The problem for me is going to be running tech for all of Metroid Prime 2 that goes in about 3 hours of sleep.
Ooh, I believe in you.
Zero Mission.
What time is Prime 2?
Immediately after Zero Mission.
Oh.
So like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, I can do that a little bit.
Okay.
Sure. Show me the basics of it and I can figure it out. I know how to run XSplit.
What?
We could put Doug on.
You restored plasma beam functionality?
Put Doug on tech.
Most unexpected. God. All right, come on now.
Da 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 da.
It'll be fine.
I'll be awake at 5:30 a.m. I can run tech.
They will probably also be awake at 5:30
Alright,
a.m.
I'll have you hash it out.
I said you'll probably also be awake at 5:30 a.m.
After this game finishes, I'm heading out.
Forget us to shut up past that.
More British accents? Oh, man.
I want to see how this goes.
Introduce yourself.
We share a name, dude.
More British accent Vince, please.
It's weird. It's weird hearing whatever podcast or whatever thing the professor's doing and Pleasant Kenobi's on there and he's saying Vince.
We're in a
And I'm like,
podcast?
we have enough white men in this room to be our own podcast several times over.
We do.
So yes.
What's the theme of our podcast?
Metroid.
Being-
Metroid Marathon.
Being
We're
sad
a
at
live video-based podcast.
being sad at 2 a.m.
The shenanigans of the night crew.
Night crew.
Losing control of our lives and making jello.
No, chocolate pudding.
I am joining the two jokes.
You know, we may only make one podcast episode a year, but it's over 60 hours of content, so we're still beating out hardcore history. Dan Carlin, I love you, but I want more.
I don't get that joke because I don't listen to really a whole lot of podcasts. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's weird to hear me, that's not me, talk about how much that guy likes Legacy. That's a sentence that made sense to you. Anyway.
Sorry, you gotta do a British accent or no? Right, you're gonna use it.
Yep.
It's broken. Can't use it.
What kind of British accent do you want? There are several.
You need like a South.
I don't. Is that like a is that like a specialty on a diner menu? Like is that a
West Ham.
what's a West Ham?
It's the opposite of
It's
Never been to England.
No.
Give me a Brexit.
that's not an accent.
I mean,
Is it Nightmare time?
Yep.
Awesome.
I like Nightmare, but I also hate Nightmare. I hate Nightmare in the way that you're supposed to hate Nightmare, and I also hate him in that I can never figure out the pattern when he's flying around the room.
Can you give me like a Scottish accent?
I can just wait for it. I don't like being put on the spot like this.
Vince has to wait for the accent to come to him.
I get incredible stage fright.
Yeah.
The rabbity suit.
Oh.
Oh.
Is
no.
Is it the fusion suit the tragedy?
I think every suit Samus is in is a tragedy suit.
For a planet.
Only 2 planets, people.
Hashtag no.
Is Dark Aether a planet?
No, Dark
Sure.
Aether is like the mirror version of a planet.
So, a version of a planet would be...
Yeah, but the other version of the planet is fine.
Yeah, I think it's to the left.
Mario destroyed like all of them at the end of Mario Galaxy.
No,
That's-
Rosalina did that.
That's
Rosalina did.
that's a lot of planets.
Rosalina destroyed the galaxy.
Yeah, but like, that entire game,
She reset the timeline.
yeah, that entire game is entirely unthought about, like, consequences. Like, she's like, there's an S category with Samus in it, and then she's SS+.
So do we count the moon in
Well,
in
let's-
Majora's Mask hitting Termina as destroying a planet? It probably realistically destroys the planet.
For your consideration, Samus did not directly destroy any planets. She just set off mechanisms that caused the planets to blow up. All Samus's power level is pressing buttons.
Samus does.
All Samus did was press buttons. She didn't blow up a planet like Rosalina did.
That is true, less agents.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not a Whovian. I'm not prepared to comment on whether Samus is a Time Lord or not.
Yo, I like this guy.
This is Nightmare.
This is Nightmare.
What the heck is?
Note the goop coming out of the eyes. That's important.
No, I see it. I remember him as a boss in Other M, or whatever other game he's in.
He's in Other M.
He's another one.
Yo,
Yeah. It always gets worse.
As goofy as you remember it, it's always worse.
6 eyes.
Yep.
Maybe more.
Hope not.
Imagine.
What's coming out of the? What's going on?
What's going on?
Bam, 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 bam.
You need a Benadryl there.
He's got the mumps.
Fallen's hitting him hard.
We've already established that X are just big gobs of pollen.
Do you have dry
much,
eyes? Wow.
Dry, clear eye.
Nightmare but it's Benstein.
Man.
Nightmare, but it's Ben Stein. Win Nightmare's money.
Oh, good.
Welcome to Win Nightmare's money.
I'm Nightmare, your host.
Do we get? Do we get?
As they get more questions right, his face.
He's like, oh no, my money.
Can we get Nightmare on Celebrity Squares?
Are you gonna fill in that fourth section of the map of the room here on the map?
Yeah.
You gonna jump up there for me? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whatever happened to Hollywood Squares?
It died.
Gilbert Godfrey.
And Nightmare's gone.
Was that a beautiful?
Yeah, there's
I have
a
several questions.
there's a really famous episode of Hollywood Squares where Gilbert Godfrey just japes the contestants for like 20 minutes. Enough for it to go to I think 2 commercial breaks and come back and Gilbert Godfrey's still like taking him for a ruse. Yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't the actual time like 2 hours or something like that?
I don't know if that was the actual time in the show and they just cut it down. But it gets to the point where the host just cracks and is like, "Welcome back to the Gilbert Gottfried Hour."
Who was it hosting? It was
The guy who hosted AFV.
yeah, I can't remember his name.
Bob Saget.
No, Tom Bergeron.
The guy who looks like Anthony Bourdain, but is not.
It was Tom Bergeron. Yeah.
God, I never thought about it was big Anthony Bourdain.
It's weird, isn't it?
I don't know
It's
who
Anthony Bourdain. It's
is,
Anthony
but
Bourdain
alright.
with smaller hair.
Smaller hair.
And less dignity.
That's subjective. Are you gonna do the secret thing?
I don't know how to do the secret thing.
It's a very
It's a-
complicated series of shine
It
spots.
is. It's like 6 different things that you have to do.
Yeah, this Game Boy player has some hefty input lag, so
I
not
noticed.
today.
I noticed trying to do space jumps. It wasn't fun, and I don't envy it. Oh heck! Oh heck!
Aw heck, it's up to my neck.
Shel Silverstein jokes.
Oh yeah.
It's more likely than you think. Oh yeah.
I really like
I
Shel
remember
Silverstein.
that. Dude, I have not thought about Shel Silverstein since I was like 10. Thank you for that.
I'll grab a little for your breakfast plate. If you're bird, you really bird, but if you're worm, sleep late. I read a lot of Shel Silverstein when I was a kid. See, Shel Silverstein has brought me back into such a place of my childhood that I am now thinking about the scary stories to tell in the dark.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a
already-
real full circle.
it's already out, actually.
And then you're like slowly
Yeah, I
coming
believe so.
back, but like the wrong way.
For Nate, it's been 3 hours. For us, it's been 2 seconds.
Right.
Hey, it's the Meridia suit. Wait, no.
I mean, but it kind of is though.
I have a Dickinson poem in my head that I can recite because it's like 4 lines. To make a prairie, all you need is a bee and reverie. And reverie will do if bees are few. That's
Alright.
it.
Okay.
That's Dickinson. I like Emily Dickinson more than I like the other pastoral poets of the day. I actually wrote an entire poem that got published about how much I hate Robert Frost. I really hate Robert
He's a
Frost.
treasure of New Hampshire, Vince. How dare you?
I really don't like him. I really don't like, what's his name, Stevenson? The guy that wrote The Snowman? Man, he really thought he was a lot smarter than he was. That dude is dry. Just dry and uninteresting to read. I'm sorry if you're like a fan of early 1900s pastoral poetry.
Watching Metroid Marathon at 1:51 a.m.
Yeah, man. You are definitely losing control of your life.
I tuned into my first Metroid Marathon. They just spent 3 hours
Go
talking
through where
about
the fish
poetry.
is.
Dude, Lord Byron had a bear that he brought around with him on campus. Nobody stopped him because he had a lot of money.
Barrington?
Are you sure it wasn't because it was just a bear?
I actually imagine that it was a combination of both. I don't know where he got a bear to, like... That's like some Caligula horse nonsense. I don't know where Byron got the bear to bring with him on campus. Like, I don't know how plentiful bears are in England. I don't expect anyone to have an answer for me, but
I don't have an answer for you.
I don't know how he contained it. It may just be an urban legend at this point.
Maybe he brought it back from Russia. Russia has a lot of bears.
But how did... Transportation wasn't that good. How did he get it there? How did it not just randomly...
Europe is connected to Russia
I do.
by land. The bear could have walked.
I thought you were going to say Europe is connected to Europe
Are you
by
saying?
land.
Are you saying that Europe has migratory bears?
Could be.
Yeah, they're trying to get an undergrad. That's why... Byron was like, dude, let me help you out. I have a lot of money, and I'm really mad all the time. Maybe you, my bear friend, can help me out here. We can have this mutual relationship where I write famous poems about people who would later be considered stereotypes of angsty kids, and you can be a bear in modern industrial England. Does that...
That's a sweet deal.
It's diffusion missiles next, right?
Yeah.
Is this the Xbox?
We're getting close
The
to
Xbox
yeah.
is, I think, right after diffusion missiles.
It is the next boss.
I hate the amount of fish that are here.
There's so many.
Too many fish.
I got 68 energy.
Saying goes, it'll spoil the sector 4. Honey, I think that's not true.
You have 44 energy.
Yes, you do.
I'm sure he was unaware of this.
That seahorse looks entire.
Oh, he's dead.
In Japanese, 4 is death, so I have death energy.
Big death energy.
How far can we extend the not Metroid Marathon? Can we play Yoshi's Story?
Is Yoshi's Story a Metroidvania?
It is not.
No, there
It
is
is-
no universe.
It is definitively not a Metroidvania.
Now these
don't
guys
think-
definitely have lips.
I don't think any Yoshi game is.
I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but that doesn't necessarily.
Cool.
Let's see, what's that platform that's Metroidvania where you switch between like dark bolts, kind of like Metroidvania?
Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
I know which one you're talking
Where's
about.
the lie?
Outland.
Outland?
That's it. We could do Outland. That one was kind of fun.
That's a Metroidvania? I've never played that.
My favorite
I've never
Metroidvania
played
is
it.
the Paper Mario franchise.
That is not a
Nate, You
Metroidvania.
can't just say words.
I mean, Super.
Just says words every
I
day.
might give you Super Paper Mario, but that's a stretch.
What's Super Paper Mario? Because I think it just ended after Thousand Year Door. I don't remember them making any more.
Thank you.
That's fair.
I appreciate you, Vince, and everything you do for us.
It's really frustrating. I think the series could have gone in a lot of interesting and nuanced ways, but unfortunately,
They never made another
yeah,
one.
they never made
Just
any
like they
more.
never made another Matrix movie.
You know they're coming out with a second one?
Yeah.
Matrix movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
it seems like they're going to try to make another Matrix movie 18 years after the first one.
That's pretty cool that they're coming out with a sequel after all this time.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it's good. No.
Nate, I'm sorry I told you can't just say words because apparently you can. As has been proven by everyone
Words
here.
have no meaning until we give them.
That's not a conversation I want to get into right now. I've had this argument a lot. I'm not in a good space for it. Probably all of you at one point.
Yes. That sounds right.
There
And
was
you
no
just
way that was
jumped
gonna
into it.
Charge
I
beam.
was trying to thread the needle.
Charge
You
beam.
didn't.
Does Charge Beam work on them?
Charge beam.
Does it?
I didn't know.
I think a full charge kills in one hit.
Cursed knowledge.
You
Anyway,
are not the only one cursed with knowledge.
let's try it.
Well, you didn't hit him with all 3 beams. You have to hit him with
Look,
all
the
3.
point is that it damages them, and maybe it's a little easier and faster than power bomb.
Laying a
If
power
you hit
bomb.
him with the very close charge beam.
If you stick him with the pointy end,
Yeah. Jeff Kaplan can kill you with a long-range beam.
You guys ever think about how in D&D clubs are free? Like they don't cost any gold or copper or silver because it's just a stick?
Yes.
I
have
don't
thought
gotta
about
be a
this.
sufficiently big stick. But yeah,
What are you?
I think you could just break it off.
I always, if my players go to the club, I always ask, club. Just make them think about what the club.
I think you can just charge.
It's a very good place to start.
back to the beginning.
There we go. Only
Still
got one
only at
health
eight-
drop that whole
Still
time.
only at 81 health. And here come the balls.
They're trying to make you have a bad time.
Panic.
See? These.
No.
Dude! The input lag is the worst thing for space jumps. It's so bad.
Brian, this is hurting.
I know. I'm here too.
Oh man.
It's okay, Brian. You're doing fantastic.
Thanks. You know, I'm gonna take what I can get.
You're doing fantastic, Mr. Sox.
Oh.
Brian, can you get you this water back row?
Yes. Hey.
Time Turner.
Hey,
Which one of those things?
Guys, earlier we were
background
doing a
would be
roast
great,
Nate couch,
actually.
and it was kind of fine because Nate was like into it. I think Brian is just angry. Leave the poor man alone.
I'm sorry.
We have
No,
a
you're
limited
good.
amount of people in this room that have skill points and read the.
Is it me? Is it me? Am I the one? Did I take proficiency in it? Because it hasn't felt like that for 30 years. But here we are.
Knowledge all is subjective based on the party.
Your shoulders actually aren't bad, Brian.
All right.
Yeah, they're not like my shoulders.
Wait,
No, your shoulders are basically just carved out of marble.
why are you the shoulder arbiter?
Yeah, who died and made you king of shoulders?
Dude, the shoulder arbiter is my
You wanna
favorite
take that
character from
throw?
the Halo franchise.
15 health.
I know.
You got this, bud. You got this.
The combined creature type shoulder and arbiter.
Shoulder advisor.
Yo. That's a good uncut.
There you go.
Easy
Is this a
peasy.
safe room?
No.
It's a data room.
Hold on.
Oh.
Easy.
You got this, buddy. You're fine.
Easy.
Yeah, you're fine. See, look, a whole bunch of health.
There you go.
Easy. Peasy. Beautiful. Covered
You
her.
almost have a full energy tank.
I feel.
I think it's easy breezy.
It's pretty much just
It's breezy. Easy breezy.
I feel like encouraged and patronized at the same time.
You're getting there, bud.
Thanks.
still sounds patronizing.
We're one champ and half a sport away from all turning into Nick or whatever Gatsby's first name is at the same time.
We are, in the next Metroid Marathon, going to play the truest Metroidvania, Doki Doki Literature Club.
What?
Stop.
Is there any visual novel that could be remotely considered Metroidvania? I'm directing this question
Ooh,
at Adam.
that's a good question.
Huh.
Clanad is enough of a time investment.
Okay.
Isn't Fate also?
Yeah, but Clanad's a lot longer.
Oh.
You do have to avoid cars in Clanad.
No, that's canon.
Oh, is it canon that you have to? Okay.
Watch out for cars.
I can't. Never mind. We'll talk about that video later and how I don't think it exists anymore. But
The permanent save media.
that man, I'll talk about that at another time.
They have. Wait, so it has a neural network. So does it basically just have one of those big brain things from Metroid Prime 3, but smaller?
Literally, yes.
Okay.
It has a brain in it.
Yeah, but like,
I mean,
it
isn't
said
that
organic
like us,
components.
to an extent?
Aren't we all just brains in jars?
Is this like a cabin in the woods? You're the problem.
Sufficiently complex jars?
I'm a jar.
My jar wishes it had more sleep.
To answer your question, Sterling, I can't think of a visual novel that's a Metroidvania.
Bummer. Seems like a missed opportunity.
Is there an Angel Beats visual novel?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's maybe the closest you're gonna get.
Are we gonna pioneer the genre of Metroidvania,
That's just Dark Souls.
Metroidvania novels?
Open up whatever
I think the Metroidvania of Dark Souls is Drive.
Google Drive.
Pretty much.
Skits videos, and download anything that's not already downloaded. And then we can prepare one of those videos.
Like, do you just want to help him out?
I mean, I could.
You could also go to sleep.
He literally. Well, no, he's also in charge of the next game.
I'm running out of time.
You idiot.
How's
We've
it
all
going,
got
Twitch
time.
chat? Hope you're having a good evening. And by good evening, I mean morning? Depends on your time zone. How y'all doing?
You know what? You know what I think is a great talking point, and
That's a great talking
I'm gonna roll with it.
What are you gonna roll with?
Is the atmosphere of a diner at like that 3 to 4 in the morning slot where people are getting up real early
Or staying up real late.
or staying up real late?
It's liminal space.
It's just like it's not like anything I've experienced at another restaurant. Even restaurants that are open super.
I can confirm this. I've been in the Red Arrow at about 5 a.m. and it is strange.
Yeah, it's so it's just like
You're really good at doxing us, aren't you?
yeah. Please stop. So the fact that like everyone there understands the importance of silence in that area is really important. Like in whatever diner you're in, super important. And like they play the music quieter, and like the wait staff will talk a lot quieter. It's an interesting environment that again, like I've been in places in New York that are open super late and they're still like blasting music. It's not like a club or anything, it'll just be a restaurant. But that same kind of social contract isn't abided by.
And you get a lot of the same thing at like an airport at 4 in the morning. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Just that like everybody understands that people just want to be in a hushed quiet.
Right.
Nobody's ready to be dealing with life at this point.
Right.
Mike, can you mute me?
Just two.
Two?
You want to just take my spot on the couch? Your head was right for your mouth, so I didn't know who was
Yeah, because I'm trying to shut myself up because I can't stop fucking up. So, Sterling, if you want to take my spot on the couch, please do.
Dude, you're fine.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
It does have words that happen. Like emergency and Frank
Emergency in Frank Rosine. Not what we're getting now there. We got some good emergency in Frank Rosine.
Now you get to do the fun fight.
Which fight's the fun fight?
Xbox.
It's a strong
Well,
feeling.
luckily, you're not scheduled for anything particular this weekend, so you can go to bed and stay up as whatever. You got the power.
No.
Good shot. You got this, Brian. This is like one of the last couple bosses of the game, right?
Yeah.
We're getting like real close to the end. Oh, that's right. We haven't done Ridley yet.
Oh, I forgot those.
Ridley X.
He is the loudest Ridley in the Metroid series.
God, he's so noisy. He's scram. He's scram.
No.
Good shot. Good shot.
And also,
What I would recommend doing is getting to the edge when he runs and just wait for him there, because you have sort of a wider window.
alright.
Like if you're trying to catch him while he's running, it doesn't really work very well.
Yeah.
So go right about there. Not
I
not completely to the edge, but like where he bounces and where he lands.
Yeah, I think I see what you mean.
Yeah, just the angle you need to make a shot and the time window that you have to actually hit is so stressful.
Yeah. It's- And yeah, when he puts the missiles up, you can't do anything. Oh boy. Yep, that secondhand stress is starting
Isn't
up.
there the Metroid game where like the missiles actually do like a dink noise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
makes no sense.
I thought that was a thing in this game.
Oh, is it this game?
Yeah, this is the game where they go dink.
I wasn't hearing dink. Maybe it's just because it was being drowned out by robot stomps.
They were going dink.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Okay.
Doesn't it do it in Zero Mission too?
Probably.
Thought so.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization. No entry without authorization.
So, Vince, you're talking about a different campaign that you were running.
Oh yeah, it was it just had Brian, Nate, and Adam in it. Had Matt in it about a little over halfway through, a little less than halfway through, and it was more of a comedy campaign.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of mine just end up being, because a lot of it's just kind of off the cuff. And
Is this where the totem pole of jerks came from?
Yeah. It's the whole bit was that the Underdark, where a bunch of like crazy, gross monsters were, had been sealed off for like years and years and years. And these guys accidentally got roped into making sure it stayed sealed off. And one of the main bad guy that was there, trying to rile everything up, was named Xavier, who's an old character of Matt's, and is a like super crazy mind flayer. So they kind of had to just stop a bunch of Xavier's minions, and along the way there are a bunch of misadventures. One of them being not being able to hit a boss that was in like a little island in an oasis, and so they formed a totem pole of the party. Of like
using the levitate spell, right? So they could all get across.
It was using levitate, and it was on the back of Adam's character because he could carry all of them. But they were each like Brian had held them up with levitate. I think there was like a floating, like Tensor's floating disc too. I don't remember, but it took forever to get anywhere. Like in that fight, it was really hilarious. On both sides, they kept missing each other. Like they just couldn't hit.
You said eventually, like the villains just stopped shooting, right?
Oh yeah, he got frustrated and was like, "Come on, I'll let you guys come to me. This is ridiculous." And Matt's character, who was a pirate, just like couldn't pass any swim check. And Adam tried to pass a swim check, and I think sunk because of his armor. Yeah.
Goodness. Oh, that's cool.
He was playing Veneran, which are like monkey people. They're like, yeah, the Planet of the Apes style. Something Sun Wukong.
Very few people can swim in a suit of armor. Oh, actually, there's nobody from my current D&D campaign watching, and Matt's still asleep. Although he should be up soon. So, I need some help. Who wants to help me figure out what the phylactery of a Draco Lich is?
Oh man.
Big Papa Mike.
A comet?
That's really...
No.
Sorry.
Oh, that's so good, Nate.
Oh no, Nate, you've done it.
Oh.
There's a famous...
What I was thinking was I was having it just be some object that was like near and dear to him that he then tossed into a prison dimension. That like if you go into you can never return from. Just it's like if somebody's gonna kill me, they're gonna have to get their butt stuck in this prison. But boy, a comet. Oh, that's so good. Wait, is that based on something?
Yeah, there's an infamous D&D story where of a lich whose phylactery is a comet. But it cannot.
That's so good.
It can't be read on stream. It can't be read on stream.
Okay.
What?
Because it's hard to have a safer work version of that story.
I respect. I'll look it up later. But boy, that's a good idea. That is a spicy idea.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got sent to a prison realm for committing a thought crime about thinking to commit a thought crime.
This is some like the Phantom Toll Booth nonsense.
The leader of the town was cursed a long time ago that he had to make a new rule every day, and so like, was it like on? Nice. Right. And like on Tuesdays, all of the inns were called outs because that's just a rule that they had. Right. Like there was like a.
Every hour of every day in the week. Thank you.
You're very kind.
Entire phase of what if we made oddly specific rules?
Oh goodness. I mean that sounds like a blast of a setup you got there. Actually.
It was the most combat light thing I've ever played, ever.
There was one half of a single.
A lot of my campaigns have been pretty light on combat lately.
There were two halves of a combat. There was the one where we were trying to assassinate the sentient mug, and there was the one where
The frogman.
yeah, where is that the one? Yeah, right. That's the one where they summon. Right.
What?
No.
Okay, I'm not getting into
So,
this. I'm not gonna get into this.
and then there was the one where Brian's summon, because he was a summoner, which was just right, was a big rock
Oh
golem
no,
thing.
the big twist is coming.
Helped a frog.
It's the same twist from every Metroid game.
Well, no,
It's the same
Not
twist
really.
from Other M.
it is.
Okay, this is fair. This is fair. But what other twists are there in Metroid games?
I mean,
The
no other Metroid game has pulled the "you just committed genocide on all Metroids." Wait, no, there are still Metroids.
Actually,
and they're
Metroid 2 is a
being
twist too.
bred
It's like,
by
oops, I
the
guess
place
like
that we
this.
thought was good.
Never mind. Ignore me. I'm talking nonsense.
It's hard to call it restricted laboratory. I mean, what? That's. I know it's a big dramatic moment, but that sprite looks very simple.
Just a little bit simple.
It's just that good at shooting.
Kind of a Metal Slug situation.
Because the
Hey, Vince, hear
Psyx
me
has
out.
the heavy machine gun.
Metal Slug Metroidvania.
I mean, honestly,
pretty
I'd be all about that.
I don't even know what that would look like.
It would just look like a crazy, well-animated 2D Metroid game, but also you're one of the Metal Slug characters.
Yeah.
So just like Zero Mission with Metal Slug.
I mean, yeah, like Metal Slug gets
Sure.
crazy. There's like aliens.
Yeah.
There's aliens in Metal Slug?
There's aliens.
And
I clearly am not caught up on my
Metal Slug
Slug
3
lore.
has aliens. I think that's the first one that has them.
Metal Slug X
X.
has aliens.
You go underwater in 3
Samus,
with a big
you shouldn't
submarine
have
and,
done that.
In 3 there are zombies,
and zombies.
and it's
Oh, that moth was super visible.
There's
Moth
so-
just flew across the camera, and I could see it in the stream capture.
There's like 8 moths in this room. Ignore them. Everything's fine.
Yeah, don't worry, it's my fault.
It's
Everything is my fault.
It's just.
I'll give you a hard time for it, but honestly, you're fine. I probably would have made the exact same mistake. Like, why is exactly one window screenless?
They couldn't afford it. I don't think that's the issue.
That's the reason, Adam.
The window is special.
Sure is.
Yeah, the one set, like, I fleshed out that island, my campaign took place in after the fact, and I felt sad that we never.
I was gonna smack it with a Game Boy.
Don't do that.
The city in a bottle.
Yeah. I'm sorry that I remember it in Hearthstone.
Oh, so let me tell you about the crossroads city of Shantir in my current campaign. My players just left there, so I can tell you all about it. So basically, there was a demi-plane that was built as a prison for a Draco Lich thousands of years ago by the Ancient Dragon Council. However, he's been slowly poking holes in the barriers of the prison. Basically meaning that he can escape at any time, but he's just basically biding his time and trying to make sure that when he emerges at the other end of the material plane, he can easily just take over everything. So he's been manipulating the political landscape and assassinating people with his army of assassins in the material plane and the like. And in the meantime, he's just been living in his prison dimension. However, in poking holes, he basically made it so that people who get lost between planes just end up there. They just basically get caught. It's kind of like a fly trap. So, a bunch of these just random vagrants of the plane will end up getting stuck here, including people people of all species, every place on Earth, or every place across the multiverse. And it's an incredibly diverse city, but one of the first people there was a hive mind. And this hive mind is named Volt, and Volt runs the entire city of Shantir. And basically, like, there is no currency. You just report to Volt whatever you've purchased. All legal affairs are handled by Volt. Volt has several archives that detail everything that's ever happened in Shantir. And so I set up this really fascinating, like, pseudo-utopian society. And the only way you're allowed to leave is if you do something. Like, the only way that Volt will take the risk to let you out of this place, because the risk involves going up to the Great Religious Castle in order to use the portal. You only do if you do something, provide something to the community of Shantir that is a permanent benefit.
Careful, headphone users.
Yeah, RIP headphone users in advance.
No, you will certainly not.
Anyways, so I had a lot of fun setting up this pocket dimension. My players very much enjoyed it. And then, as they were escaping, they got caught by the Draco Witch, and the Draco Witch destroyed the mind of the Hive Mind as they're hopping out the portal. So that's weighing on my players' conscience. Yeah.
Also, I really like this food.
This Ridley's nasty.
Fantastically designed. It's disgusting.
It's going well.
Going great, aside from me.
I think Ridley always has a good time.
Does he? Has Ridley ever known what a good time is?
Like 5 times.
What is a good time in Ridley's eyes? When is Ridley happy? Like, truly happy?
Technically, you don't kill Ridley in this game. The X does that.
It's true.
The X-Parasite finally killed Ridley.
Yep. But that's the Ridley that gets carted away at the end of Other M. The one that they grow in a lab.
Diddley.
So it's Diddley.
It's a Diddley. So yeah, you're actually killing X Diddley?
Weird.
I don't want to think about this.
Wait, no. In universe, I should be doing this.
Thumbs down.
Is that is that tracking? This you've actually killed X Diddley, not the real Ridley?
I think that's right.
Not the real Ridley or the real Diddley, which is the fake Ridley.
You have killed a fake version of fake Ridley. Right.
Or at least triggers for PTSD.
Which is, yeah.
But her PTSD wasn't triggered here.
We will deal with that nonsense when we play Other M. At, I believe, 8 a.m. on Sunday.
It's not that we don't want to talk about it. It's that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll be
save
asleep
this
through
for
Other
the
M.
opportune moment.
I'll be asleep through Other M. I can't wait.
Nothing of value is lost.
Well, okay. I only brought up whether or not this was Ridley Diddley or X Diddley because it felt relevant.
That's fair.
And I do like the concept of Diddley X. Also known as, we just need Ridley in this game. He's like the kid in Metroid.
Yeah.
Even when he's not there, he's actually there.
Ridley is
pretty much, right?
completely incompetent.
Well, except for that time that he.
It's quite chilly.
Well, that
You
time
want
that he
close couple, I'm not
wasn't
happy.
there, like
Ganon, you.
he wasn't there in Link Between Worlds, was he?
Yeah, we'll get them again later.
Ganon.
Hey, Ganon.
Ganon is in A Link Between Worlds at the very beginning, and he just gets owned.
How many Zelda games?
Right.
actually don't
Okay.
have Ganon?
So he's there. The Oracle's games? Do those have Ganon?
No, Ganon is not in those.
There you go. He's not. He is not in the DS games. I know that
like
for a
Spirit
fact.
Tracks?
Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. He's
Okay.
not in.
Was he in the original Four Swords?
No. He's also not in Minish Cap.
Well,
Still Vadi.
Yep.
Vadi was like recommended by Ganon, but I forget how.
That's in Four Swords
Majora's
Adventures.
Somebody, Tylanos is saying that Ganon is in the Oracle games.
Oh, really?
I think like can't the final boss
He's in
like,
Spirit?
look like Ganon?
Oh, no.
That's in Link's Awakening.
Ganon's
Oh yeah.
Ganon's not in Spirit Tracks.
If I recall correctly, in Oracle, I think it's in like the New Game Plus Like after you defeat the boss of that game, then he appears.
No, in Spirit Tracks you fight Weird Ghost Train.
Wait, is the boss seriously a ghost train?
It's yeah.
Can you suplex it?
No.
Why isn't this Final Fantasy VI?
Ganon is a big blue ox in Spirit Tracks? No. It's some other weird thing.
That's
Ganon 2. Ganondorf?
This is not where I meant to be, but it works.
Okay, well he's not in Spirit Tracks.
Wait,
I mean, he is in Spirit Tracks. He's not in Phantom Hourglass. Yes.
I love it. That's okay.
What's Malad?
And that's okay.
I think we're overlooking the real issue here, and it's that King Dodongo does not get the appreciation that he very much deserves.
Not a lame boss.
Should he be?
Your lapel microphone is pointed this way.
Oh.
I think you should just move it up to like the strap.
No, if I'm fine, then I'm fine.
Okay.
If it's fine, don't touch the mic.
What what other Zelda games?
It bounces noise back.
Well, we do know that Ganondorf is in the best Zelda games, Faces of Evil and Wand of Gamelon.
That's true.
That is true.
What's the third one in that series?
Zelda's Adventure?
Was he in Zelda's Adventure?
I don't know.
Okay,
Because
so Ganon
there
was in all of those.
are not YouTube poops of that game, so I don't know.
That's the game that looks for the time photorealistic.
Yeah, it used like pictures of things.
Yeah, pictures of like clay models, and then they like rotoscoped in some real
Yeah.
people. To be
And now the Link's Awakening remake looks
What
like
about
clay
ancient
models.
stone tablets? Was
Ancient stone tablets.
was Ganon in ancient stone tablets?
Was Ganon Hotel
Was
Mario?
Ganon in Legend of Zelda 3 Simon's Quest?
I think it's exactly 3 a.m. enough for this. Exactly 2:25 a.m. enough for this.
Is Zelda 2 a Metroidvania?
We kind of had that discussion yesterday.
Did we?
Did we?
Wasn't there for that.
So,
No.
what it really boils down to is what makes a Metroidvania.
Well,
And
that's
I
the
don't think
thing.
There's a like necessary list that you must
Here is
check
what
every
makes
box.
a Metroidvania.
It depends on where the bread is.
Yes, there must be 2 slices of bread. One.
No, I'm not.
A,
He had me in the first half. But it was a lot.
a criteria that me and Connor came up with for defining Metroidvanias is that items you get have to act as keys, but also like power-ups for you as well.
Right. So they are things that help you progress and also help you fight better.
So in Zelda 2, there are keys,
Yeah.
literal keys that open doors. But there's
Right.
also things like the power glove and the hammer.
I gotta interrupt for a sec because I have an important question to ask. Did this Adam care for you? Would he sit in a safe command room and order you to die?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Literally happened in the last chronological game.
He made that sacrifice once.
Alright. I'm gonna go wake up Matt because he needs to be on couch for 0.
Mojo believes that you should have a microphone and you
back.
should be audible, Mike.
Yes, I need to be in all places
Mike,
at all times.
get your butt over here.
Oh, is that or you can sit attack.
Alright, what was I talking about? I was talking about
You
Zelda
would
2.
you would ignore this simple fact and choose
I was
death.
talking about Zelda 2 Adventure of Link, where there are keys that are literal keys that open doors. But there's also things like the power glove that lets you open, or that lets you hit falling blocks of dirt that unlock several areas of palaces.
Right.
There's things like the hammer that lets you break boulders on the overworld
Yep.
that open up several different areas. There's spells like jump and fairy, which enable you to traverse the different areas.
Yep.
So, like, it's kind of got that. Yeah. That was a great
So-
way to conclude my diatribe.
So would you call Zelda 2 a Metroidvania?
Well, if that's the only criteria, then yes. But I think there's a whole cloud of criteria, and it's just sort of a, like, if you get most of those criteria, you're a Metroidvania. So one thing it doesn't have is, like, an interconnected world. It has an overworld and sub-levels. Kind of like this, but spoilers, at least these sub-levels interconnect.
They do.
So I've got a question.
We've already seen them. In
Sterling
Connect.
Sterling gave up the mic and immediately has a question. Yes, Sterling. I will repeat the question to the stream.
I appreciate it. What is everybody's favorite lesser-known Metroidvania? Like, what's your most obscure favorite Metroidvania?
So Sterling is asking the stream room, and I am posing the question
Do
in
we-
chat as well. What is your favorite lesser-known Metroidvania game?
Do we count?
Mine is an Untitled Story, an indie freeware game.
Sterling names an untitled story.
Fun
which
fact
is a
about
freeware
an
game.
Untitled Story, that is made by Matt Makes Games, who you may know very recently for the game Celeste.
Ooh.
Wait, that's the same guys? Oh my god.
Yep.
An Untitled Story is rad.
It is rad.
It's hard.
I got stuck at a certain point.
Was it the Ninja Birds? Ninja Birds are real tough.
No, it's like when you start getting to the area that's just all white.
Metroid Pride.
Yeah.
Metroid Pride. There you go. Crime Alley. Thank you.
What
for,
month is Pride
for
month?
bringing
Is
it
that
back.
April?
Okay, so I have to
July?
ask for this
Are
question.
we playing Metroid Pride next July? Are we writing and playing that game?
Can we? Is that going to be Metroid Marathon 5, Metroid Pride?
I mean,
That sounds great.
We already saved the animals. Actually, we are playing the games in release order, so we have blown past Super Metroid already. Yep.
Yeah, my favorite lesser-known Metroidvania is a not very lesser-known Metroidvania. It's probably Hollow Knight or Ori and the Blind
I have
Forest.
to ask.
One of those two.
Are we counting Dark Souls games in this question, or games that are like Dark Souls?
If you can make a solid argument for it,
Okay. Then I say the Surge. Yeah, I do say that.
I've heard a lot of people say it's a cool game, but it makes them incredibly frustrating.
So the Surge.
Like, not in a good way.
The Surge is a game made by developers Deck
Well, this is
13.
fun.
This is
The cheese strat.
This is the chump strat for fighting Jello Samus, because she will never hit you if you do this. Oh, now she's gonna hit me.
Oh, now she's gonna
I missed,
hit you.
so.
So I fired and I missed, and then I fired and I missed. I fired again and I missed again. I missed 2 times.
Are we back in a good place now?
I'm gonna raise an objection to what has just been said in chat. Cave Story is not a Metroidvania.
No, it is not.
It's most certainly not. It's also not unknown or underappreciated. It is, I would say, the game that kicked off the indie trend that we have today.
But neither is Ori and the Blind Forest or Hollow Knight, which I claimed were both mine.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, that's just because I haven't... Spoilers, guys, I haven't played that many Metroidvania games.
That's okay.
That's just a Digimon.
What is? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, it's over, right? Like this isn't a thing. Does it have suction cup toes? That's a good question. I never really paid that much attention to the anatomy of big gross SAX. I know, but it was over so soon that I don't think I
Hooray,
got to
now we can
appreciate
recover
it.
the Ice Beam.
Or it'll just
Oops,
run
bye.
away.
Goodbye, Ice Beam. I miss you. It's been so long.
Bye, Felicia.
You named your Ice Beam Felicia?
What did you name yours?
James.
That's a nice Ice Beam.
You have to.
The nice.
I forgot that you have to do this in 3 minutes.
It's a little stressful.
It is.
I'm so happy I got started.
This game has 3 escape sequences.
Yes, it does.
Well, 2.5.
Yeah, one is in an escape sequence. You got to get to this thing
Before
You
it
have an
explodes.
emergency in Franker Z.
Right, emergency in Franker Z.
I don't think I have a favorite Metroidvania. I don't.
That's because you haven't played any.
I've played about 20 minutes of.
Metroid Prime Hunters, which isn't
No,
really.
No. I played about 20 minutes of Zero Mission, and I was like, this is cool. And I played about 20 minutes of AM2R, and I said, this was cool, and I got lost. I did not continue. I like Mega Man 2.
Mega Man 2 is not a Metroidvania.
But it's got cool music.
Yeah, it does.
That's
rad music.
It's not the criteria, but
No.
like you're not wrong.
And I
What are you? Was there a reason for that?
No.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
I'm not
I think-
debating that Mega Man 2 is a good game or not. I'm just saying it's not a Metroidvania.
I really like Woodman. I really identify with Woodman. That, I don't know.
Oh no, I'm helpless. Oh no.
Oh no, you're
I
at
got one
I
health.
can't believe you're about to
And the
die.
timer is still counting down during this mandatory cutscene.
And now the babies, I mean,
The sax is here. Oh my god, it's weak to Ice Beam.
Yeah, this is not the baby saving you. This
No.
is the X saving you.
Right. Get it.
and
There
now
you
I'm
go.
orange.
Yay.
I can't believe the sax hates Metroid
I can't believe you
more
can
than
mash
you.
out of this. I can't believe they implemented Street Fighter Stun
But we
into a
are
Metroid game.
Metroids.
I can't believe they implemented
We're not
Guilty
like
Gear Stun into a
pure-blooded
Metroid game.
Metroids, though.
Wow, it's gonna be like that, isn't it?
I can't believe they put
It
Danger
probably
Time
You're
in a
gonna,
Metroid
you're gonna
game.
bring that up, aren't you? We were adopted into the Metroid family.
More like
This is like such an easier version of an Omega Metroid compared to Metroid 2.
So yeah, I only really played 2 video games on the reg.
We did it!
Alright, now if the ship takes more than a minute and 5 seconds to show up, we'll be...
I have a question. For
Wait a minute, that's just open to space.
Yeah, it is.
How are you not flying out?
Magnet boots.
Why? Hold
You
on.
were jumping!
Magnet boots.
Magnet boots.
Hold on. Why did everyone gang up on me
Also-
when I was all messed up about a desert in the ship? But when there's an open vacuum to space, everyone's like, yeah, that's not cool. I'm just saying. There didn't need to be robot arms in the night place.
Because it's a ship that is meant to simulate biomes. That
Like space.
like it's well, no.
Sorry.
She's got candy corns on her. Never mind. On her neckline.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Candy corn Samus.
It's August 31st. It's almost the month where it's almost the month for Halloween.
Mojo, you said we're saving other M talk.
Do you
Why are you bringing up the bottle ship?
The 21st
Don't-
night of August.
I'm gonna be asleep during
The
other M,
battle
so
ship.
I'm gonna talk about other M a little bit.
Alright.
So, I mean, yeah, the bottle ship is just a completely unoriginal riff on the BSL. So,
Yeah. Because Metroid Other M is an unoriginal riff on Metroid Fusion.
yes, it is.
And a bad video game.
Yes, it is. Well, I mean, the gameplay's okay,
Yeah.
but the story's a complete mess.
You're late to the conversation about the candy corn necklace, Nate.
Nate has still been dissociating.
You know what?
How about the
time
end of
is it?
Metroid Fusion where Samus is like, who started my ship?
Oh, hey,
Did Adam
I should have
come back to
woken up
life?
36 minutes ago.
Congrats.
Too bad I'm still asleep.
Wake up. You're in a dream.
Wake up, Link.
You're still in the car right here.
Wake up, Samurai. We got a marathon to participate in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see that you're finally awake.
No, what time?
2:37.
Okay. I have to take my break at 4.
Nice. So I have been about
Yoshio Sakamoto is a hack.
yeah
You're 8 minutes ahead of schedule?
about 3.5 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
A little less than that.
Good job.
Thanks.
I have to
Your
sneeze.
hat has sagged.
I have to sneeze. It's going to be biblical.
Need to
Sorry.
help you.
Yeah, I know.
Metroid Fusion really saved us a lot of time.
I am at least partially to blame for this.
It could be worse.
Imagine.
Ready to go to sleep.
Nope. I have to do tech.
Oh, that's right. I'm ready to go to sleep.
You did this to me.
Harada worked on this game?
I asked her where
Yes.
the cool
Yeah, and you did it.
Takahiro Harada. Not, you know.
Fujiwara, like the Third Strike player? Like the Dudley?
I'm heading out to my hotel.
Goodbye, Sterling.
See ya.
Have a good night.
I will see you all for pinball.
Have a good night, Sterling.
Yay.
We will see you for pinball.
I don't know if you will see everyone for
pinball.
It's at like 2 o'clock tomorrow.
It seems Sterling is leaving before Zero Mission.
shouldn't stick around. It's a bad idea.
I'm just awake.
Yeah.
I should get food.
3:15.
Like real food?
Tylenol said night, Sterling, and Buttspot said butt, Sterling.
Thank you, Telenos and Butspot.
Thank you,
Sterling.
Buttspot.
You'll see me for pinball.
You'll see him for pinball.
Look forward to Sterling and his such a supple wrist.
Pinball was real mean during my flight over.
How long does it
I
take to finish
do
Metroid
not
Prime
think
Pinball?
you're
I
on
have
camera,
never
and
done
you're
that.
definitely not on a
It
microphone.
depends on RNG.
Ah,
Fun. If you finish it at all.
Fun.
Because if you lose all your lives, you got to start over from the beginning.
Ooh.
But if everything goes very well, you can finish the game in like 25 minutes. If you're lucky, probably 30.
Hey, look. You got... Spam.
You got weird Marvel 2 art?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Just don't
Damn.
think about it.
You did
Also,
it in under 2
shouldn't she
hours.
have like horrible surgery scars?
27% items, yeah.
Wow.
I think my practice run was like 40 something. So that's good. I guess.
Alright.
Anyway, this has been Metroid Fusion.
Yay.
Thanks for playing or something. We're gonna take a break, and then Mike's gonna play another video game.
I
Take us
hear
away,
it's
Adam.
going to be Metroid Zero Mission.
Bye. Make sure to mute handheld as well.